Interleague baseball continues at the Big A with the deciding game of this three-game set with the Houston Astros. It's a warm evening in California, where tonight from the Big A, it's the final game of this series between the Astros and the Angels. Hi, everybody. Steve Physiak, Rex Hudler with you. The Angels have won 7 straight series, and if that streak is to continue, the Angels must win tonight. And they also need a quality start. John Lackey, Bartolo Colon have been roughed up in the last 2 starts. Ervin Santana goes tonight, and he hopes to pick up the entire staff.
Well, Fizz, if he's anything like he was in his last 2 starts, he should be able to get the job done. The Angels have been scoring 6 runs per game, so that may not be the issue. But command is. You mentioned the first 2 starters before Ervin didn't have it. That downward tilt to his slider is key. The fastball on the corners is another key for Santana. He's going to have to take that rock and show those veterans how to get this series win here.
Last 4 starts have been excellent, and he led the Angels last year, remember, with 16 wins. Now the Angels offense, they've really picked it up in the month of June, and 2 young guys, Reggie Willits and Howie Kendrick, have been right at the top of those numbers.
That's right. We saw a little bit of these guys last year, but we didn't know they would factor in like they have this year, and man, has it been good. Reggie Willits at the top of that lineup in place of Garrett Anderson this year has been marvelous. You can see his average, his steals. I like his on-base percentage over .430. Howie Kendrick, we know he can hit. This guy never hit under .350 in his minor league career, but he's met some challenges here, a little injury early, but he's starting to come on. 12 of his last 13 games. This guy can hit. These 2 guys have inserted some nice energy in the lineup.
Willits and Kendrick will face a left-hander in Wandy Rodriguez, and as a team, the Angels hitting .310 against Southpaws this year. We'll see the future Hall of Famer Craig Biggio against the Angels tonight on FSN West.
You've always loved the details, but you've never seen them like this. The full HD 1080p Aquos Liquid Crystal Television from Sharp.
Quality Tough Shed Sundance Series buildings are now available at the Home Depot. Tough Shed does it all, from helping you design your storage building to installing it where you want. Just call, click, or visit to order your Sundance Series building today. Right now, purchase a workshop package with any Sundance Series shed and get a $100 mail-in rebate, plus 6 months same as cash financing with your Home Depot consumer credit card. Legendary Tough Shed buildings, plus the convenience of the Home Depot.
The Tough Shed Sundance Series, available exclusively at the Home Depot.
Behold the wonder of it. Its wide mouth allowing it to flow cold and unrestrained to all that is parched. It is awe-inspiring, is it not?
You really love this river.
River? No. I'm talking about this Coors Light wide mouth can.
The wide mouth can, a wide opening for wide open refreshment, only from Frost Brewed Coors Light.
People will travel great distances to enjoy this. You can get these wide mouth cans anywhere. Talking about the river.
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
The Honda Civic. Reverse your thinking.
Now get APR financing as low as 2.9% on all 2007 Civic models for well-qualified buyers.
Mr. Grinch, can we have your autograph?
Sure, kids. Do you remember me playing for the Angels?
No.
Did your dad tell you about me?
No.
Your grandpa?
No. We've just seen you on the Roger Dunn commercials.
Get home field advantage at Roger Dunn Golf Shops. Find clubs, shoes, balls, bags, clothing, and accessories from all the major brands. And make no errors with our exclusive 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop at Roger Dunn Golf Shops, now with 14 locations.
What was it like playing with Babe Ruth?
Range Rover for 2007, designed for the extraordinary. Visit your local Land Rover Center.
Watch Angels live after the game on FSN West.
FSN West presents Angels Baseball, brought to you by Aflac. Ask about it at work. By Gatorade Thirst Quencher. It's in the MLB. Is it in you? And by Carl's Jr. $6 burgers at Carl's Jr. The only restaurant-style burgers at a fast food place. Only at Carl's Jr. The Angels begin tonight's play at the Big A in first place in the American League West by 5.5 games on the Oakland Athletics. Tonight they take on the Houston Astros, and tonight's game is being presented in scintillating high definition. The Astros at 31-40. They are 9 games back of Milwaukee for first place in the National League Central. And here is a look at Phil Garner's lineup. Craig Biggio, Hunter Pence, Lance Berkman go 1 through 3. Then Carlos Lee. It's his birthday today, and he hit a home run and drove in 4 last night. Loretta, Lamb, Scott, Ausmus, and Bruntlett round out the Houston 9. On the hill for the Angels will be young Ervin Santana, the 24-year-old right-hander, 5 wins this year, an earned run average that has been coming down since he's had 4 straight quality starts.
That's right, but look at that career record at home, 23-6. Wants that ERA to get under 5 in the 4s, and if he keeps pitching like he has been, he will. Mix him up early on this fastball hitting hot squad, okay? Mix him up, good fastball, slider, changeup, off speed for strikes if at all possible. And if he does those 2 up there and he commands his fastball, Fizz, he should have another outstanding outing. And with the Angels averaging about 6 runs per game, that should be enough to get this series and make it 8 series in a row. Defense behind him, sponsored by Lexus. Young Terry Evans making his first career start in the show. Heck, this guy is excited. He's going to have to maintain his composure out there, but Sosha giving him a cookie. Resting Vladdy, letting Vladdy DH. This guy's got a pretty good arm out there, Fizz. He's got decent speed. He's a big leaguer in the making.
Big guy at 6 feet 4 inches tall from Dublin, Georgia. And here is Craig Biggio going out to the first pitch. Lifts it in the air to center field, and Gary Matthews is there for the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. The Angels would like to have that kind of efficiency because both John Lackey and Bartolo Colon last 2 starts threw a lot of pitches in their innings of work. But Ervin Santana, he commanded his fastball as well as he has all year long against the Dodgers last Friday, despite losing 2-1 to Derek Lowe.
Keep it on the corners. He can do that.
Hunter Pence, he's busted the Angels in this series, 4 for 10, including a home run. And Santana delivers low. Good extra base power, 6 home runs for Pence with 17 doubles.
This guy's a live wire. Loves the game. Angel Hernandez behind the dish in his 15th year as a Major League umpire. First base umpire Ted Barrett, Mark Carlson at second, and Larry Young at third. Look at that, nice little slider. Gonna have to mix him early, especially this guy here. He loves that heater. He went opposite field on Bartolo last night. Good shot.
Zipped that one by him at 94 miles an hour. Cologne's was almost the same spot, but at 92 and about an inch or 2 higher. And he got underneath, backspin, took it off to right center field. Again, the slider Mike Napoli is catching for Ervin Santana tonight. And Napoli has done such a great job blocking balls in the dirt. Hunter Pence, the 23-year-old kid, he has really moved through the organization very quickly. Double-A last year, he hit .283 with 28 home runs. Well, there he goes to the opposite field again with power, and gone. I tell you what, you continue to work this guy away, and he extends those arms, and Santana gives up a home run.
Okay, he got a fastball by Pence earlier, but that ball was down a little bit. This one here was up and elevated. This guy's got a quick bat, and he got his top hand right down on that ball. Watch where this was. Napoli's setting up down and away. That ball's a huge mistake. Quick hands, that's all you got to do with that top hand. You got to make sure you get some top hand on it on a high pitch. And that's out. Second row.
He has proved to the Angels that he can hit the pitch up in the strike zone. I mean, he only has 8 home runs this year, and 2 have come against the Halos opposite field power.
So he's whispering now some secrets to Carlos Lee. Okay, quickly the young rookie goes over there and gives a couple tips to the big slugger. That's what a leadoff guy, your first, second guy, like to do. Be the leadoff spy.
Astros have been hot. 18 runs in the first 2 games of this series. They also have 12 extra base hits, and that was their 13th. 11 or more hits in each of their last 7 games, and they start well with a 1-0 lead on Pence's home run. Berkman, he's the guy with the power. Lance hit 45 last year and goes to center field. Gary's there, and Matthews will make the catch for the second out.
When I talk about a high pitch, in order to get on top of it and have enough force on it, you got to really stay up on it. Now watch where this ball is. Okay, his bottom hand is over here, but his top hand had some force down on it, and therefore he's able to hit that ball with that kind of trajectory. See where Napoli's reaching for it? That's a big mistake. But he was ready for it.
You know, you look at the old video of Henry Aaron. Henry Aaron's back foot was always off the ground when he struck the baseball and hit it far, and Pence's back foot was off the ground.
Because you're transferring your weight. That front foot's going to slow you down and stop you from leaning too far forward.
Well, this guy got a big home run last night and really busted Bartolo Colon with a 3-run shot to tie the game in the 3rd. The Angels took the early lead, and Lee's 3-run homer made it even. Angels went up 5-3, and back came Houston again.
Lee, he can hit a slider too. He's a good breaking ball hitter. Ervin tried one there.
1-2. Keep it down, Ervin. It was the best command I have seen from Santana this year at hitting the low outside corner to a right-handed batter like that.
It's a big guy. He gets his hands extended. He can hit him a long way to the opposite field. This one straight away. Straight away center field off Bartolo.
Just missing inside. The home plate umpire is Angel Hernandez. First base Ted Barrett. Second base umpire Mark Carlson. And at third base is Larry Young. So Ervin has allowed 17 home runs. That's most in the American League. Pence took him deep. Now he's trying to cool off the Astros in the first inning as Lee has walked with 2 gone, and Mark Loretta's the batter. Second most extra base hits allowed. His stuff has always been good. Commanding it on the corners of the strike zone rather than in the strike zone. It's so critical.
Speaking of extra bases, last night was a season high 8 extra base hits by the Houston Astros.
To go with their season high 17 hits. And this is against one of the better pitching staffs in the American League. The Angels second in starters ERA and 3rd overall ERA at 3.89 in the American League. The A's won today 5-3 over the Cincinnati Reds. Dan Herron won his 9th game, gave up 3 in just 7. Out of play, Mark Loretta. Like so many of the Astros coming in, he's hot. 14 hits in his last 29 at bats to raise his average to .333.
Well, solid guy. Puts the bat on the ball, hits it to all fields. Singles, doubles hitter.
Mark, a veteran, 35 years old, but his best year by far with San Diego. Look at the numbers. 335, 108 runs scored, 208 hits, 47 doubles.
Well, I hated to let him go.
And there's a line drive, base hit to right field. Evans trying to chase it down to keep Lee from scoring. And Terry gets there, brings it in. They'll hold the runners. It's a double for Loretta. And Houston keeps the pressure on Ervin Santana.
Told you, doubles machine, line to line. Napoli setting in. It was away. Good stroke. He's missing a little bit with his command here, but still the location on that one wasn't too shabby. It's a good piece of hit.
Yeah, Mike Butcher's coming out to visit with Ervin. And I'm telling you what, Rex, that was great location. That was not even in the strike zone. That was about 2-3 inches off and down. And Mark Loretta just with a great piece of hitting. So I'm not sure if Mike Butcher saw something mechanically. Well, the Angels are hot this summer, and that doesn't mean you have to be. Come out to the Big A this Saturday, June 23rd, and you'll receive an Angels mesh hat courtesy of Autotrader.com. This stadium exclusive giveaway will keep your head cool and your look even cooler. Don't miss out on your chance to get this hat and see the Angels in interleague action against the Pirates. Rob Quinlan will be there, and you can join him just by logging on to angelsbaseball.com and get your tickets today. Another hot Astro up, and Mike Lamb, former star at Cal State Fullerton, has 15 hits in his last 24 at bats.
Well, he's been dangerous, especially with runners out there. .391 average. These guys got good pull power.
Pops it up. Big pitch by Santana to get out of trouble here, and Cabrera making the catch. And that will leave 2 runners stranded, but Pence goes deep for a 1-0 Houston lead.
This summer, we're making Jurassic Park wetter than ever. Are you prepared?
Universal Studios Hollywood. Right now, get $12 off general admission plus a second visit free.
Angels pushing us down the tracks back home. We're strong, but the fire's burning. Strong as a
Only the Nissan Titan has a Utilitrack cargo system and the longest crew cab bed in its class. 5 in-bed notch channels, 4 cast metal tie-down cleats. You choose the tie-down points, you choose the angle. Because Nissan thinks when you put something in your bed, it should stay there. The new 2008 full-size Nissan Titan. The Titan of trucks.
Ordinary toothbrushes can't stand up to it. Oral-B Triumph. Triumph's onboard computer and floss action brush head help give you cleaner teeth and healthier gums by your next checkup. Oral-B Triumph.
Back at the Big A, the final game of this series between the Astros and the Angels. Angels won the opener by 1 run. Astros won last night 9-5. And here's a look at the Angels batting order. Willits, Figgins, Cabrera, Guerrero, Matthews, Quinlan, Kendrick, Napoli, and then Terry Evans making his first major league start last year in the minor leagues. Outstanding power numbers, and he will have to face Wandy Rodriguez, a 5'11" left-hander out of the Dominican Republic. He will face Reggie Willits, and Wandy this year 4-6, a 4.19 ERA. He's been good at home but bad on the road.
He's got a fastball. He'll kind of cut it a little bit at times. He's got a changeup and a big curveball. Right-handers hitting .254 with 7 homers off him. And that's all he's seeing in this lineup tonight. Mike Scioscia stacked it with righties.
There are the road numbers, and the Angels hope that continues. 6.42 earned run average and only 1 win. But he is coming off his best start of the year, tying a career-high 7 2/3 innings of work. Willits, another base hit. He had 3 last night, and he's at first base to start the bottom of the first well.
Sure helps it when you know what kind of hitter you are. I'll tell you, Willits, we saw Loretta. I mean, these guys, they're singles and doubles hitters, man. They slash. They don't try to power it. Scouting report for young Wandy Rodriguez. Use both fastballs, a 2-seamer and a 4-seamer. They keep that upstairs, the 4-seamer. Curve is very effective when it's down. It's a nice little hammer. Mix in the changeup. Those are his game. Those are his pitches.
Well, here is Sean Figgins. Man, he has been on fire. 9 for his last 12 and hitting .443 in the month of June. And he's raised his batting average all the way to .289. Remember, just less than a month ago, he was at .133. He's battled back well from the injury that kept him out much of April. His right index finger, right middle finger. Flares that one to center field, and here come the Halos. These two guys were on base 6 times last night, despite the Angels losing.
Ooh, man, the pressure attack of the Angels is on base. Scioscia likes the table centers on, and who would? Rico sponsored defense. Brad Osmus, this guy, he's awesome, man. He's towards the end of his career now. He doesn't know if he wants to catch anymore after this year, but he's a veteran guy, and he's wars the goal. Excuse me, he's won 1/3 in his last 6 years. He's a good signal caller.
2 on, nobody out, first inning. Orlando Cabrera is a terrific bunter, but the Angels likely will not have that because Vlad is next, and you don't want to leave first base open. Pitch down low. OC has been very hot to a 10-game hitting streak. He's raised his average to 340, which is 5th best in the American League. Magli Ordonez is the AL leader at 377. His up the middle approach has been so consistent, and OC says, you know what? Maybe I only have 3 home runs, but the doubles are up, the RBIs, the runs scored. Well, that's what he wants to do.
That's right. He, like Sean Figgins, have been keeping his hands inside the ball, using the whole field. In this situation, he'll be looking to hit one to right center field. Why? To move Figgins over to third base.
There's that hook, and a good one that catches the inner half.
Okay, now that's his pitch, that big curveball. If he keeps it down, you know, he could be effective. It's a big old rainbow hook. They'll see that once or twice. Make a little mental note of that.
Swing and a miss, and down goes Cabrera on back-to-back curveballs from Rodriguez.
Okay, that one hung up in the air a little bit. Okay, watch, this one wasn't as good as the last one. See, that's a hanger right there. That's belt high. It fooled him. Cabrera, he didn't strike out all that often either.
So the Angels will leave it up to their big RBI guy, Vlad Guerrero. He has 63 RBIs this year, 3rd most in the American League. And he swings and pops it up right side. On comes Luke Scott. Vlad has had a rough time the last few weeks, but the Angels' rest of the offense has been carrying Vlad Guerrero. There have been times where Guerrero has to carry this offense by himself, but that hasn't been the case. He's been cool, and the rest of the 8 have been hot.
Timing issue. I watched Vladdy's BP today, and he was having trouble squaring balls up in BP. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's lunging a little bit, jumping out there some. He's over anxious.
Well, Mike Scioscia designated hitting Vlad Guerrero. That way he can give him back-to-back days off his legs. The Angels have tomorrow off before they welcome the Pittsburgh Pirates for a 3-game series, then Kansas City to end this homestand. Here's Gary Matthews. The Angels hoping a little 2-out rally. And Rodriguez finds the strike zone, strike 1.
Okay, now the Angels have done pretty well against left-handed starters this year. They're 10-7 against them overall, and a .294 average coming in against lefties. It's pretty good.
Rodriguez facing Gary Matthews for the 4th time in his career. Gary is the only man in the Angels lineup that has seen Wandy before, and he went 2 for 3 off of him last year.
You see how sneaky quick he is. Now, Wandy Rodriguez, you know, he's like 5'10". He's not a real tall guy, so he's going to kind of shoot that ball out from a low angle.
Again, he tries to sneak that fastball on the inner half, but misses a 2-1 count.
See how he kind of naturally cuts that ball. It kind of comes in on a righty like that.
He learned that pitch from Andy Pettit, who was his teammate the last 2 years, and Andy, of course, signing with the New York Yankees this offseason. Boy, that had good run in on the right-handers, and that's what he did. And so successfully, he said in his last start, he got his fastball inside to the Seattle right-handers like Richie Sexson, Adrian Beltre. Only gave up a run in 7 2/3 innings. That was a career best. No walks and 7 strikeouts in that game. A little high.
Well, that's a good hitting pitch there. Tell you, he needs to keep that curveball down. They may not be getting him here in this inning, but later on in the game, once they're one time through and they see that hanger, they won't give up on it.
Matthews with 10 home runs this year, 42 RBIs. Tell you, that was nasty.
Deceptive changeup. Nice pitch.
On a 3-1 count.
He
looking
knows,
for fastball.
He knows he's going to have to mix him up here. He's got a chance to get hurt. Look at him with the grip in the background, you know, in the 3 fingers in the back of his hand. Good spot. Matthews has to look fastball, might get a curveball. He told me before the game they pitch him a lot different in that 4 slot than they do when he's leading off.
Pops it up foul.
And you know, when you're leading off, it's a whole different story because you're leading off the game. The pitcher wants to get ahead of you. They don't want you to get on base, so they're going to throw you more fastballs. There's no one on ahead of you out there, so they're going to be free. But when you're a 4th hitter, that tells that pitcher, all right, this is their run producer. I got to be careful. I'm going to throw him more breaking balls.
And Gary has seen a breaker. He's seen the changeup. He may see another changeup here. He went changeup, then fastball, and here's the 3-2 again. A bouncing ball up the middle. It's cut off, and tagging second base is Craig Biggio to end the Angel first.
The world is advancing. Faster and faster. Are you in or out? Introducing the 7-passenger Acura MDX. Technology takes it to a whole new place. Acura. Advance.
Here in Southern California, it's all about the outdoor kitchen. And at Barbecues Galore, we've got them.
Like this complete outdoor kitchen starting at $9.99. Includes turbo 3 burner and door. Grill like a king with the new Excalibur STG Professional with free assembly and tool set. Every brand under the sun with the lowest price guaranteed.
We have everything you need for a drop-dead backyard kitchen. Just visit one of these 4 neighborhood locations or go to ocbbq.com. Barbecues Galore, an extraordinary barbecue store.
Sir, I've run a thorough check and your phone service is 100%.
Yeah, but last night I gave my number to 3 smoking hot ladies and not one call. What are the odds they all called at once and jammed up your system?
1 in a billion.
So you're saying there is a chance?
Reliable phone service. Another reason over 1.5 million customers have chosen Cox.
I guess it's just a waiting game, then.
Watch Angels live after the game on FSN West.
The Astros lead the Angels by 1, and this aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. Get there on silent armor technology with the strength of Kevlar for toughness and a comfortable ride. Beautiful look at the Big A. Beautiful green grass. Angels trying to take 2 of 3 in this series. They won Monday 10-9, rallying from a 5-run deficit as late as the 7th inning, and the Astros won last night 9-5. Ervin Santana ready for his 2nd inning of work. He walked a man and gave up 2 extra base hits in the first, a home run by Hunter Pence and a double by Mark Loretta. Now facing Luke Scott, who in his first at-bat of this series on Monday went deep into right field seats.
A little bit up and in there. I think that pitch is a good pitch, down a little bit more. You don't want to throw up that near the guy's noggin, but that's effective. Backs him off the plate some. Gives you that outside corner. Tried to get it there, didn't work. It's a changeup. And you know, standing in Ervin's last side piece, as Mike Butcher invited me to come out there, I couldn't really just pick up his slider at all. His fastball rotation and the slider rotation were very similar, and that's what you want. You want to be deceptive to the hitter. And his changeup looked good too, but it was very interesting standing in there next to, you know, Steve Solis was catching, and you know, you could really learn a lot by just standing in there. Okay, this one here, Exmo. The grip he's got is a 4-seam fastball coming straight at you over the middle. Scott, perfect stroke, right back where it came from.
Houston as hot as they have been all year long. They only hit 245 in the month of April, then 254 in May, and they're hitting almost 290 in June. And in the last 7 days, the two hottest teams in baseball have been the Astros and the Angels. The Astros almost a 360 average the last week, and the Angels at 325. The Angels 10-4 in interleague play. Mike Scioscia, he wants better pitching. And we get a first look at Brad Ausmus after Eric Munson caught the first 2 games. Ausmus, the veteran, 38 years old, out of New Haven, Connecticut. 15th year in the major leagues.
Great career. Yeah, great career for Ausmus. He's another guy who's a singles and doubles hitter. He's got 12 doubles and 172 ABs. Nice still, quiet at the plate. He went on that one.
There's that slider you were talking about that's tough to pick up.
Downward rotation, a good downward plane angle. It's going to make it tough.
So Ausmus strikes out. First K for Santana tonight. Double play is still in order with Eric Bruntlett coming up.
Okay, once you commit your hands, it's hard to hold them back. There's no way he could there. Hitter starts thinking fastball, 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 and then he sees that spin. It looks like a fastball, but it just darts away. It's a teaser.
And the Angels try to tighten up that pitch in spring training this year, and at times we've seen that, a tighter slider. And I would imagine the tighter the slider, the easier it's for the umpire to call it a strike. Staying in the strike zone a little longer.
It also depends on how the catcher catches it, that the appearance, the way you present that ball to the umpire sometimes makes a difference. Even though these umpires, they're great. They're 96% right on balls and strikes calls. That's pretty good. Now there might be just 1 or 2 calls a game that are questioned.
Now where did you come up with the figure 96%?
The Quest Tech.
Really?
Quest Tech system that these umpires are graded under. I was listening to a program that Jim McKeon, the head umpire, the guy who's in charge, the supervisor, is talking about how the umpires, and they have it all down because every Quest Tech ballpark, the umpires are given a disc after the game, and they know exactly where they're missing and when they're not. 96% is pretty good to an imaginary strike zone.
Luke Scott is really not a threat to go. He only has 1 stolen base, and he came out of last night's game because of a hip flexor problem. He does not go, and the pitch is fouled back by Bruntlett. Angels with 2 consecutive rough starts by John Lackey and Bartolo Colon. Lackey only went 4 2/3, his shortest outing of the year, and then complained about tightness in his right shoulder. He could be scratched from his next start.
But Scioscia said that, you know, he's okay. And he said Bartolo's fine, or he wouldn't be throwing 95 miles an hour.
How about that? That was a great pitch by Santana, but as hot as the Astros have been, this guy reaches about a foot out of the strike zone to punch it into right field. And Houston has 2 on with only 1 out here in the 2nd inning.
Slider down. Nothing you can do with that. That's just a great piece of hitting. Bruntlett just serves it out there to right field. Nice stroke.
That's like a double play ball.
Yeah, I'll tell you. See how he puts that spin on it? See the big dot coming there. Just kind of slices it out there. I'll tell you, that's a good feel if you're a hitter.
So Houston had 2 on in the 1st inning, and Santana was able to get out of the jam after the Pence home run by getting Mike Lamb to pop up. Now 2 on, 1 out, and Craig Biggio is the batter. 2,992 hits. Slider misses, ball 1. Biggio swung at the first pitch he saw from Ervin, and he flied out to center field. Waves at the slider this time. There was a bit up. Craig Biggio, now 41 years old. He's had his boys on the trip, and he is making history. He is 8 hits shy of 3,000 in his career, but it was really fun to watch him before batting practice playing pepper with his sons. Another good slider by Santana, and it is 1-2 to Biggio.
No, you know, he's not the player that he once was. Of course, none of us are once you get up there in age. But he's still very competitive. I love the way he hustles. He runs that ball out. He's only grounded in 2 double plays this year. He's really quick out of the box. Still runs well.
How about that? 3 straight sliders by Ervin Santana, and he strikes out Biggio.
Okay, he had him leaning out over, and once you get success on a guy with a slider, you'll stay with it until he lays off. And he didn't. 3 straight sliders in a row. It's Mike Napoli blocking that ball nicely in the back as well.
Meantime, Ervin Santana wants to keep it down to this guy, Hunter Pence. He had the ball up 3 times yesterday, and he singled to center field. He hit a home run, had a double. And a fastball up in the strike zone in this one, and he hammered it out to right center. And now he takes the first pitch that looked like a good slider, just barely below the strike zone, ball 1.
He's what you call wiry strong.
Didn't miss by much in the last 2. 2-0 count.
He's tall. He's the kind of guy that like to make a pitcher out of. You know, but when you're an offensive player and you have height, long legs, long arms, you know, you're going to use that leverage. Okay, watch these home runs. They're almost identical spots. Okay, there's Bartolo. That one was on the outer half, but elevated. Here's tonight. This one's more in the middle, but maybe 4 or 5 inches higher even. This guy, he's just taking a hack up there is what he's doing. But he's doing it well.
He almost lunges at the baseball, but boy, it looks like in this series that we've seen, he's got a pretty good understanding of that strike zone.
So far, you know, he's a hungry young rookie.
He has only walked 6 times this year. And Santana wants to get him. Even though he's been hot, you've got Lance Berkman, a proven star, next, and then Carlos Lee. Ervin throwing a lot of pitches, and that's the same story that John Lackey and Bartolo Colon had against Houston. But the Astros very hot, we told you, the last week. In there.
This is the toughest team the Angels have faced over the last several weeks. They're battling, but a lot of that was because of Lackey and Colon's lack of command. Okay, so the Angels have faced some good hitting and some hot offenses, but good pitching will neutralize good offense.
Up the middle, that will be into center field, and scoring easily will be Luke Scott, and that makes it 2-0 Houston. Another good pitch by Santana, and Houston just reaching out of the strike zone and punching it up through the middle and center field.
You know, Cabrera had him played to pull, so there was no chance for him. He reached out on it, stayed with it up the middle, kind of guided that, which was nice. So they're making it, Ervin extend a few pitches too. Next one will be the 44th pitch. That's the great Jose Cruz, the first base coach here. Doug Manzolino, third base coach for the Astros.
Well, in this series, Houston certainly not playing like a team that came in 9 games under 500.
There's Doug. No, you know, they're not. But see, this is the thing about baseball. You want to catch teams when they're going bad, when they're cold. When they're hot, this is what you got. You got a team that's got a pretty good game. They're going to take advantage of some good pitches and some bad pitches.
But what was interesting, the Angels had been cooling off some hot teams.
Right.
St. Louis was hot when the Angels went to St. Louis, and they took 2 out of 3. The Dodgers were playing very well. Then they took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers after losing the first game.
See, quality starting pitching is going to do that, but they haven't had that in the last few games.
Although Santana, I think, is throwing some quality pitches. Luke Scott singled to center field. Bruntlett went out of the strike zone to get his hit, and Pence did the same for a single up the middle.
Well, he knows that Angel offense will come around. Just it's a matter of time here. It's early in this ball game. Be careful here. 0-2. Nothing too good.
Berkman, a good eye, but he will strike out. 53 times he struck out this year. like the rest of the Astros. A good streak, an 8-game hitting streak going. Flied out to center field his first time up. Ripped into right field, a hit, and another Astro scores to make it 3-0.
Okay, now 0-2, that definitely wasn't a good pitch. Not inside either. He's dangerous in there, nice and loose. They were trying to come in there on him, and it was elevated. See, that's a mistake there. Quinlan did all he could. Pence had to get out of the way of that dart.
The next pitch by Santana will be his 25th this inning. Houston putting together just great at bat after great at bat. Carlos Lee. He walked his first time up, and there's ball one.
Okay, pretty nice spot and good rotation to that slider on the outer half. Didn't get it.
Lee pops it up, foul territory, a long run for Sean Figgins, but that's going to be in the seats about 15 rows up.
The big guy got underneath that, almost hit the Goodyear blimp that's with us tonight.
Way up there. And a look down at this gorgeous ballpark, and another terrific crowd, nearly 40,000 on hand for a Wednesday night game, Angels and Astros. Angels have won 11 of their last 12 series since May 5th. They lost a Detroit series in late May. Ground ball struck to Sean Figgins. Gets the force at second base, and Houston done in the second inning, but they make Santana work and score two.
Behold the wonder of it. Its wide mouth allowing it to flow cold and unrestrained all that is parched. It is awe-inspiring, is it not? You really love this river. River? No. I'm talking about this Coors Light wide mouth can.
The wide mouth can, a wide opening for wide open refreshment, only from Frost Brewed Coors Light.
People will travel great distances to enjoy this. You can get these wide mouth cans anywhere. I'm talking about the river.
Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Oh, man, Mike, it looks like he's starting to lose his stuff. Actually, he looks really sharp to me. No wonder. Got a bad angle. Come up here where I'm standing. Just got it from Howard's. Looks great.
Howard's has the largest selection of plasma and LCD TVs in Southern California, all at the guaranteed lowest prices. Howard's, official flat-screen TV supplier of the Angels baseball scouting system.
I want my MPG.
Today, more than ever, the name Toyota stands for fuel economy. You want great MPG? Your Toyota dealer's got it.
I want my MPG.
House sitting for a week. Doesn't get any better.
You can never have too much good stuff. AM, PM, too much good stuff. Start living large with a barbecue rib sandwich for 99 cents.
FSN West presents Angels Baseball, brought to you by Corona. Kick back and relax with an ice-cold Corona. Relax responsibly. And by Lexus and their passionate pursuit of perfection. The Angels have played very well at the Big A this year. They're 25-10, but they are down quickly and early to the Houston Astros. 3-0 our score. Houston with a run in the first on a Pence home run and 2 more in the second on 4 hits. And here's Rob Quinlan, ground ball, struck to third, and Lamb will throw out the cue, and there's 1 out.
Okay, now this series, the first 2 games, it's been seesaw, back and forth. Angels take the lead, Houston took the lead, Angels take the lead on game 1 back. Now yesterday, same kind of thing.
Angels were up 3-0, and Houston came back on a 3-run home run by Carlos Lee. Now Wandy Rodriguez. He said his last game against Seattle, everything came together. Great concentration, great location. Now he's facing a hot Angel and Howie Kendrick, and he throws him a breaking ball for strike one. Just 1 run allowed, no walks to Seattle.
That's against a good offense.
Yeah.
Now there's one that bounced. But you know, he's deceptive. He's a little guy, you know, but he's pretty ferocious. It's pretty tough. Most little guys are that are at this level. And you know, they've been called little their whole life, so they have a little chip on their shoulder.
Kendrick flares one foul down in the count 1-2. He saw 2 curveballs, one in the zone, one that missed badly, and that is the pitch that he has been striking out on. The one that is away and down. Looks like they're going to come in. Ooh, didn't miss by much, and Rodriguez thought he had struck him out.
Yeah, he wanted that one.
Yeah.
Good spot. Comes a hammer. Now, at times, you know, Rodriguez being a young pitcher, he has had some emotion out there on the mound that he's shown, but that's when things aren't going good. But right now, everything seems to be working pretty well for him. 3-2 count, typical fastball situation. Let's see what he throws it. He's shaking a couple times.
A fastball struck to the shortstop, Bruntley. 2 outs.
Okay, snuck up on him. Little jam shot.
Angels did not take advantage of Willits and Figgins getting on in the first inning. Nobody out. Cabrera struck out. Guerrero popped up, and Matthews grounded out. Again, the Goodyear blimp is with us tonight, giving us these outstanding shots. And I saw your car. Looked like your left rear tire was a little deflated, Rex. You might want to stop by the gas station.
It's a little dirty, too. See what Nappy can do.
Ball 1.
Napoli 250 against left-handers this year. 36 at-bats coming in. Couple dingers off him. Change up. So far, the kid looks good. He's mixing all of his pitches. He's keeping his curveball down, doing some of the things he's supposed to, but you never know when a couple guys get on and get a big hit. What that's going to do. They had that chance in the first inning. Angels did. First 2 guys got on. And Wandy struck out Cabrera, popped up Vladdy, and got Matthews on a little ground out.
Napoli went after a low fastball and sends it out of play, so the count now moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Rodriguez is a strikeout pitcher. 71 strikeouts this year to only 18 walks.
Also a ground ball pitcher. That's what he's doing so far already with these guys as well.
There's that good hook, and Napoli good discipline. 3-2. Napoli gets on. We will see Terry Evans, his first major league start. He did get in the bat against the Los Angeles Dodgers, so he's been up before.
He threw fastball to Howie Kendrick.
Tap to third.
Oh,
Lamb
nice.
has to get away from him.
Could be a double. He's ready for it.
But he wasn't. He was running through the bag, so Mike Napoli reaches on a seeing eye worm burner that was like sneaking away from Lamb.
Well, that was going to be a tough play for Lamb to get him. Napoli runs really well, but that ball took a severe left turn on Lamb.
It's coming towards Mike with so much spin, and then shoots away, and he can't even get it with his bare hand. So Napoli at first base, and here comes the kid, Terry Evans. He found out that he was going to be in the starting lineup when he walked into the clubhouse today, looked at the lineup, and he saw Evans hitting 9th. Number 64.
He called his dad, who happened to be in the area. He doesn't live here, but he was here, and he called him up, and he says, "Dad, guess what? I'm in the lineup." Look at his dad. He's not going to miss a moment.
Michael Evans from Dublin, Georgia, sent his son to Middle Georgia College, and then he was chosen all the way down in the 47th round in 2001, and he has fought hard to get it up here. And it's just been the last couple of years, Rex, where this young man has blossomed into a major league prospect.
No, this guy, he senses there's a sense of urgency. He wants to get here and stay here. He loves it. Who wouldn't? It's the big leagues.
Mickey Hatcher, the hitting instructor for the Angels, said he has that Troy Gloss natural power.
Could be welcomed here. Now, this is a definitely cookie that Mike Scioscia gave Evans. Didn't have to start him, but he did. Ooh, man, he's coming inside tight on the youngster, and that's really how you want to pitch a guy like Evans. He's got good power, he's got good speed as well, but tall guys like to get their arms extended. We saw Pence, very similar builds, Pence and Evans. Good eye.
So far, so good. 3-1 count. So he's got to be nervous.
He had his first AB at Dodger Stadium, struck out on 3 straight pitches. He was hacking the whole way, and that's what you do when you're a pinch hitter. Right here, he looks seasoned.
Oh. Challenge with the fastball. He
got it.
Rips it to left. And how about this? His first major league start in front of his dad. He hits a home run. Can you believe this?
How can his dad contain his emotion? This guy should be a photographer. Look at him. He's not missing a moment. Congratulations. Man, he looked poised up there. He wasn't up there hacking. And look, he's saying with that body language, I belong. How about that? Only second AB goes big fly. And he got it. I can tell on contact. He dropped the head. Look at his dad going, oh, what am I going to do? Look at it. It's going out.
His heart must be coming through his chest right now. So excited. His son just slammed a home run in his first major league start.
I could tell he stepped on that baby.
Terry Evans, second at bat in the big leagues, goes yard, and the Angels right back in it at 3-2. There's the smile. Said his first phone call was to his father, who is here, and then to his fiancee, Tanner Cochran. She's back at home, former pro tennis player, teaching tennis in Rome, Georgia tonight. And he said she'd find a sports bar and watch the ball game. So hello from Terry Evans to Tanner Cochran.
Hey, look, I like the guy. He's calm. He's like, hey, look, I've done this before. And he's playing it right.
I remember your first major league at bat. Your back knee was shaking so much.
Well, sure, but you know what? He already had his out of the way. He struck out in 3 swings, and then he stepped up there and looked good.
Now Dad can smile.
Now he's like, wow, he's bragging to that guy. He doesn't even know it. He came by himself, too, by the way.
Reggie Willis pops up. But what an inning, a home run with your pop. And there's the phone call from Mom. Way to go, young man.
Special moment. He knew he got it. That ball was lined out of here.
On Wednesday, June 27th.
Get ready to run.
The best is back.
They're shooting the wrong guy!
In McLean.
Have you done stuff like that before?
We trust. Live free or die hard. Wednesday, June 27th.
Jeter singles to start the
Go ahead, take it. Here's the thing. That Schmendrick, he keeps looking over here. And that one, he's got a gun. You gotta do what you gotta do. Steal it. It's a beautiful thing.
Would you recognize the new Lincoln MKX? The experts already have. The Lincoln MKX is one of Ward's 10 best engines. It's also a top safety pick and has best-in-class highway mileage on regular fuel. Compare the Lincoln MKX with the Lexus RX 350 and you'll recognize the advantage too. Now lease the 2007 MKX front-wheel drive for just $385 a month for 39 months. It's time to look at Lincoln again, only at your Southern California Lincoln Mercury dealer.
A splitter looks like a fastball until velocity is lost and the bottom drops out. Watch every pitch in clear Panasonic motion. Panasonic Plasma for the speed of sports. Panasonic, ideas for life.
You're watching FSN West.
Terry Evans in his first major league start hits a 2-run home run to get the Angels right back in this game, and then goes out to right field. Good ovation by the fans in right. And now Ervin Santana wants to settle down, and they were able to get that baseball back. The security guy went down to tell everybody, okay, that was his first big league home run.
Oh, yeah.
And there is joy in Mudville. Michael Evans' son went deep.
Yeah, there's some emotion now. He was so busy capturing the moment for the family archives.
Hey, we had 8 cameras for him. We had it all.
Yeah, but you know what? He wants his own personal video.
I know.
He got it, too.
Now Mark Loretta's up. He doubled his first time up. Santana wants to settle down. He's thrown 51 pitches, and he's just through 2 innings. But I'll be quite honest with you, I don't think he's thrown that poorly. He's made some quality pitches that the Astros have just put great swings on. Several have not even been in the strike zone. They've been down exactly where Santana wanted to locate them, and Houston just put a sweet part of that bat on the ball and knocked it into the outfield. Loretta now 15 hits in his last 30 at bats. That'll get it done. Look at that. Good pitch. That's a strikeout pitch.
Man, I'm not throwing him anything out there like that again. I'm going to bust him in high, tight. Not high, but tight with a fastball here. Back him off some. And then go back in there again. He's a veteran pitcher. I mean, a hitter. Sometimes you gotta think the opposite. What he's thinking.
They come inside, and look at this. He drives it well, and Matthews misjudged it for a moment. It may have got up into the light, so he angled his body differently and makes the catch for the first out. But another good pitch down, and Loretta almost gaps it.
Hey, these veteran hitters know what to do with the low ball. They just slap it out there.
They're hot.
They are.
They're hot.
It's be a great game here tonight.
Mike Lamb popped up with 2 on to end the first inning. Now sends a ground ball to Howie Kendrick and an early count out. And we just found out who the phone call came from today. Michael Evans. It was from Mom. So Mom Evans, hello from Southern California. Your son looked just fine in his first big league start.
I should say he just checked in. He's got him a 1 line in his home run book, he hopes. First line. Off of Wandy Rodriguez. He'll never forget it. Memories are made here in this game every single day. How about that 6-for-6 night Sean Figgins had 2 games ago?
Greatest game in Figgins' career. Broken bat. Shot foul, and that'll be out of play.
Now that's a pretty good distance. You know, the only broken bat home run I've ever witnessed came off the bat of Jack Howell with the Angels when we were teammates here back in the 90s. Broke his bat and the ball went over the right field wall.
That young man was strong.
Oh, Cactus Jack had some pop.
Jack Howell from Tucson, Arizona.
Now a hitting instructor with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yeah, but I could see him quite often watching his favorite basketball team play, the Arizona Wildcats, doing Pac-10 sports. Luke Scott with a 1-1 count. Santana trying to get the Astros in order for the first time tonight. Got Loretta on a fly out, Lamb on a ground ball. Now a 1-1 count to Luke Scott. Ooh, we're located.
Where was that? That's
Angel with a bit of a tight zone.
That was nice. But again, this is a Quest Tech ballpark.
Off Santana's glove. It flares to Kendrick. He throws out Scott, and the inning is over. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Santana back in.
This Friday,
The flood is imminent!
who will save us?
Morning.
Cold today, huh?
No! Go! Awkward!
From the director of Bruce Almighty,
Everybody hang on!
Evan Almighty, rated PG, starts Friday.
I love you, and this is what I leave to you.
A climate that's changing with storms.
And overflowing rivers. I also want to leave my regrets.
Because we knew how to stop global warming.
And we didn't do enough. I promise to leave my children with more, much more than regrets.
If we replace old home cooling systems with efficient ones, it's like taking 275,000 cars off the road.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
It's designed to outperform your expectations, your sense of speed, your idea of luxury, and last of all, designed to outperform all your other choices. Presenting the Edmunds.com editor's most wanted sedan for under $45,000. The M. From Infinity. Now lease an Infinity M for $419 a month.
FSN West presents Angels Baseball, brought to you by 1408, based on the terrifying story by Stephen King. In theaters everywhere Friday. Here at the Big A, the Angels within one of the Houston Astros, and Sean Figgins coming up. He pushes it to right field, but right there is Luke Scott to record the first out of the last of the third inning.
He's hitting the ball hard.
Figgy 1 for 2 tonight. He had that 6 for 6 game you were talking about earlier on Monday night. He was the first player in Major League Baseball to go 6 for 6 with a walk-off hit since Jim Northrup with the Tigers on August 18th, 1969. Hit a 2-run home run in the 13th inning for his 6th hit of the game.
Well, the reason he got 6 at-bats that night is because they were hitting around so much. But you rarely get 6 at-bats in a game. 5 is a good night.
Orlando Cabrera struck out swinging his first time up. And that's when the Angels had runners on first and second. Nobody out. Cabrera struck out. Guerrero popped up. Matthews grounded out. What was your greatest game?
Well, personally, a 5 for 5 game was my best right here at Angel Stadium. Jamie Moyer was the last pitcher I faced, and I took him deep. So on my 5th hit, I got a homer.
What was the year?
That had to have been in '96 or '95.
Might have been the first year I did the Angels.
Interesting story. Well, I won't even go into it.
You brought it up, Rex.
Well,
now you got to tell the fans.
Well, before the game, I'm getting ready to go to the ballpark, and Jennifer and I had a little argument, you know, and there was a phone call, and she says, "Ah, it's for you," and she threw the phone towards me, and it bounced off the ground and hit me in the mouth. Okay, and so
you're right. You shouldn't have told the story.
Right, so I chased her around the house, you know, fun, and we were laughing at the time, and then but I had to shoot. I had to do that day before the game, and I had a big old puffed lip, man. So I had a little edge going to the ballpark, and hey, it worked out good. So I came home that night, and my wife goes, "Hey, hon, another phone call for you." she said, "Those hits will bring us some income, man. I like that."
A grounder in the hole. Bruntlett, strong arm, gets Cabrera. So did she throw another phone at you?
No, never again. But you know, it was just.
And you didn't have another 5 for 5 game.
No, I never did. Never had one. But still, I had one in Japan, but it doesn't count today. But still, it was just fun, you know. And by the time I chased her around the kitchen table 3 or 4 times, we were already laughing. Okay, and then I had to do that photo shoot with a big old puffed lip, but I'll never forget it.
And you know Jennifer is going to hear about this.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have told the story, but you know,
you brought it up. You had to.
Happen. It wasn't like it was a big old domestic squabble or nothing. It was an accident. It wasn't. You know, it was not purpose.
You are 2 peas in a pod. Soulmates. Vlad Guerrero now up.
This kid Wandy.
Your phone's ringing.
He's doing a great job. He's doing a great job mixing up.
I think it's for you.
Nope. I'll put it on vibrate.
Okay.
Mixing them up. Fastball. See, right at guys.
Bruntlett. Guerrero is out. So are the Angels. We head to the 4th. It's Houston 3. And the phone call for Rex. Jennifer's calling.
There's nothing like being at the ballpark to take in a baseball game. But if you can't be there, watching it in HD is the next best thing.
FSN HD will bring you 50 Angels telecasts this season. The hits, the misses, real time, and extremely slow. The color of baseball all brought to you in beautiful high definition. Angels Baseball on FSN HD. Contact your cable or satellite provider for channel listings.
What's more fun than a summer road trip? Skipping the stops at the gas station. Right now, Ford has 10 great ways to get 25 highway miles to the gallon or better. All of them more fun to drive. Edge, Fusion, Focus, Mustang, Ranger, and the remarkable Escape Hybrid. They all start saving the minute you get to the pump. Ford, not just miles per gallon, more fun per gallon.
June 25th is Angels 12-pack cooler night for all fans in attendance. Order your tickets today. Angels Baseball, what a game!
Aflac! A look from the Goodyear blimp and our Aflac trivia question. Who are the only 3 National League players ever to get 3,000 or more hits, all for one franchise? We will give you the answer later in the game. Well, we know the guy who's the all-time hit king, Pete Rose, did not do that because he moved around to Montreal and the Phillies, and Craig Biggio, he has a chance to do that, just 8 hits shy. 2,992 coming into tonight's game. Ervin Santana's retired 4 in a row, and chasing the first pitch is Brad Ausmus after he struck out. Santana figured him out and threw him 3 straight sliders. Ausmus chased him. Santana has 2 strikeouts in the night. Beautiful evening in Southern California.
Compliments of the Goodyear blip.
It was a hot one today. Center field, Matthews right there. 1 out, and that's 5 straight retired by Ervin Santana. And this is Ervin's 24th career home night start. He has never allowed more than 3 earned runs at home at night. That is compliments of our statistician Norm Peters. Thank you very much. In home night games, he is 16-3 with a sparkling 2.16 earned run average. Other games, an ERA over 6. He has good stuff. Young pitcher, just 24 years old, out of San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic. He was a big prospect at 5-6 major league teams that were recruiting him when he was playing in the Dominican, and the Angels won him in 2000 for $700,000. Clay Daniel was part of the signing party. He's one of the Angels' lead scouts. He's their international scout, who's done such a great job, who went over to help sign young, I'm trying to pronounce it correctly, the young man from Korea that the Angels have in rookie ball right now. Young Lil Jung.
Yeah, good job.
Pitcher. Clay also helped sign Francisco Rodriguez. Great scout. 1-2. Fastball. Look at that. Again, a fastball down, and he lines it past Howie Kendrick into right field. Bruntlett on his game.
Better bring the ball up on that guy.
Angels fans, keep cool this summer with a nice cold beverage from your very own Angels 12-pack cooler. All fans in attendance on Monday, June 25th, will take home a great-looking Angels 12-pack cooler, courtesy of Arco AM/PM and Power 106 FM. You could be as cool as Reggie Willits. So get your tickets today at angelsbaseball.com and get yourself a 12-pack cooler.
Sweet. Plenty of tickets. Let's go.
That's Monday with Kansas City in town. Angels have Pittsburgh for 3 Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, then 3 with the Royals. Weekends are always heavily sold, but Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I know you can get some great seats. So call now or go online. Craig Biggio up.
You know, it always looks like right before the pitch comes, he talks to himself. Notice that here in this series. I don't know, you know, some guys will, try to put something in the back of their mind and make sure they're doing right. Watch him. He'll say something.
With the fastball perfectly located, now an 0-2 count to Craig Biggio.
Some pain. Some hard pain.
Killer bees, Berkman, Bagwell, and Biggio. Bagwell has retired, and Biggio may soon. There's a slider. He's trying to entice the double play. Just is tap it foul.
See, Biggio, you see him out front there. He's going to get a lot of infield hits he has in his career. A lot of those. Almost 3,000 hits have come with his legs. He's really quick, even at his age now.
Angels manager Mike Scioscia and I were talking about Biggio the other day on that ground ball right to Howie Kendrick, and he came out of that box and just raced down the line. Kendrick threw him out easily, but Scioscia said, you know what, in the old days he may have beaten that out. He had that kind of speed.
Quick.
Blocked nicely by Napoli, or Bruntlett moves to second base. Santana's already thrown 71 pitches, threw 22 in the first, 27 in the second, and then had a picture-perfect third inning where he threw only 11. He's thrown 11 so far and just one out in the fourth inning.
See him talk to himself there?
I used to see you talk to yourself also. You would, I could almost read your lips saying, please don't throw me the curveball. Please don't throw me the curveball.
You better believe it. He's just saying, hey, look. All right. Give me a good one here.
Ground ball short. Cabrera second. Kendrick's turn. Safe at first base. There's the speed from a 41-year-old Craig Biggio. Well, with that kind of speed, you are going for the extra base quite often. He is the man with the doubles. Now it's time to find out what's been heard around the cooler. Brought to you by Gatorade. We were talking about extra base hits. Here are the best. Speaker, Rose, Musial, Cobb. Brett is just a few in front of Craig Biggio. As a matter of fact, he needs 2 more extra base hits in his career to reach 1,000. Hunter Pence. 2 for 2. Runner goes. Pitch taken. Napoli's throw. Nope. That is stolen base number 413 in his marvelous career.
No problem. He got a great jump. He was out of the blocks in a heartbeat. Good throw, too.
So now an Astro in scoring position for the red-hot Pence. He has 9 hits in his last 4 games. Pitch is low to Pence. He got one up, hammered it over the right center field wall. He got one down, reached down, and took it about 5, maybe 6 inches off the ground and sent it rolling back up the middle. Scored a run, so he's driven in 2. Angels trail by 1 after Terry Evans in his first major league start. Second major league at bat, hit a 2-run home run on a 3-1 pitch with his dad in the stands. How about that at 3-0 count? Took a lot off speed, and 3-0 pitch. I'm sure Pence is looking fastball.
That's respect early to the rookie.
This guy is absolutely on fire, and he gives Houston a 2-run lead.
That's why.
I would have just walked him. Well, Berkman's next, so you don't want to do that.
No,
but my goodness, is he hot.
After a 3-0 change, he knew exactly what was coming. He was ready for it. You can't square a ball up any better than that. Nice swing. Inner half. Down low again. You know, wasn't a pitch out over the middle of the plate. He pulled his hands in.
come back for more Angels baseball this Friday. We've got a great fireworks show for you after the ball game. And the Halos take on the Pirates in the opener of a 3-game series. The excitement begins at 6:30 with Angels Live. The game will be presented in HD where available. And your broadcasters for the game will be Jose Mota and Mark Gubazov. That's downtown LA from the Goodyear blimp.
Look at all that nice clean air.
4-2, Houston has the lead, so it is officially the most runs that Ervin Santana has now allowed in a home night start in his career. 4 runs. Big steal by Biggio. He comes around to score. And Lance Berkman is up, lined a single to right field and drove in a run.
Okay, he gave up an 0-2 base hit in his last at bat here to Berkman. Tried to come inside with a fastball, didn't work. Everybody has their own approach when it comes to staying loose before the pitch comes. Watch Berkman. He just keeps his hands down low and he just kind of moves that bat back and forth like that. That's rhythm. That's timing. He's keeping quiet. Look at his focus. Look at him looking at that pitcher. You want to stay loose when you're batting. You don't want to just get up there and stand up there and wait for him to come in there. You're too tight. Hitting is all reaction. And your muscles are able to stay loose and fire on contact when you're relaxed. That's a nice approach.
Again, he got the changeup from Ervin, and that was the 81st pitch thrown by Santana, trying to get through 4 innings. And the Angels have a beaten up bullpen because their starters have not gone that deep in this series. Angels do have tomorrow off. I told you John Lackey could be scratched from his next start. Had tightness in his right shoulder, had trouble getting loose in Cincinnati, and then it flared up again Monday against the Astros. Another changeup, a swing and a miss by Berkman. The inning is over, but Houston comes back with one more on the Angels right-hander.
Hey, boss, do we have Aflac?
Nah, we have something else.
But if you're hurt and miss work, does it pay cash like Aflac does?
Nah.
Or let you spend it any way you want, like for gas and groceries?
Nah.
Or help with everyday bills like Aflac does?
Nah.
There's only one Aflac. Ask about it at work.
Nice try, boss.
For over 25 years, Real-Time Sight and Sound has delivered the highest quality audio-video products at the lowest possible prices. I'm Skip Myers. I agree. You might find a product for a lower price, but are you really saving money? Will it keep your coffee table from looking like this? Will it have the highest quality picture and sound that you deserve? And mostly, will it be easy to use? Remember, the right product does not cost more. When you pay less, you get less. You will get more for your hard-earned money at Real-Time.
This Saturday at 9, 8 Central, one of this year's biggest UFC fights is not on pay-per-view. It's free on Spike. The live season finale of The Ultimate Fighter 5. And not only will we crown a new Ultimate Fighter, but warring coaches and UFC legends BJ Penn and Jens Pulver will settle their own score in the main event. It's time to see why the world can't stop talking about the UFC. The Ultimate Finale live, Saturday at 9, 8 Central, only on Spike.
You're watching FSN West.
The view from the Goodyear blimp here at the Big A. The Angels at 45 and 27, a 5.5 game lead on Oakland in the AL West. Our Aflac trivia question with the answer: who are the only 3 Major League, National League players ever to get 3,000 or more hits with the same franchise? Stan Musial with St. Louis, Tony Gwynn with San Diego, and here's Gary Matthews coming up, and he grounds out. And Roberto Clemente, who had exactly 3,000 with the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Craig Biggio will soon join them on that list as he is now 8 hits shy of that mark.
What a milestone. It's hard to do. You got to be a good hitter, number one. Number two, you got to get some time in the game. 20 years.
We were in St. Louis recently where they still talk about Stan the Man Musial. It's a statue outside the new Busch Stadium. And he gets to the ballpark and just a terrific gentleman to talk to. Loves to talk about hitting as Quinlan now pops it up. Carlos Lee takes care of Rob, and there's 2 outs now. And Stan the Man Musial, he said he could hit a fastball, and he said I could hit anybody's fastball. As a matter of fact, he goes, I could hit an airliner. And the writer said, what do you mean, Stan? You can hit an airliner? He goes, no, I'd let the first 2 airplanes go by and I'd swing at the 3rd one. But I'd time him. I'd get his timing down. Kendrick up, grounded out his first time up.
Just very impressed with this Wandy Rodriguez in his delivery. He's really smooth. Ball just kind of shoots out of his arm. Looks like he's kind of short armor.
Line to Lamb, and the inning is over.
Time to check the weather.
Thanks, Blockhead. At Knott's, the forecast is fun. Expect extreme highs and a flurry of steep drops. Plus, there's a fun front moving in at the all-new Sierra Sidewinder. Now a live look at the weather.
It's really, really wet.
My extended forecast calls for family fun all summer long at Knott's.
Save $17 on adult tickets at Ralph's. Kids just $18.95.
You've always loved the details, but you've never seen them like this. The full HD 1080p Aquos liquid crystal television from Sharp. Even a full-size luxury SUV designed to embrace the driver should be a statement in refined amenities, optional seating for 8, and technology for everyone. The new QX56. Exclusively with XM satellite radio with XM nav traffic and a complimentary 3-year subscription for both from Infinity.
Pick 5 Arby's favorites for $5.95 every day, like the Arby's Melt, Jamocha Shake, Curly Fries, and now try Arby's new Popcorn Chicken. It'll have you saying, I'm thinking Arby's.
Our Jack in the Box game reset for Wednesday, June 20th. Hunter Pence, this guy, unbelievable. First inning, solo shot. But then the kid, Evans, answers. Back in the second, a 2-run shot for his first big league home run.
Now Santana back to work, and he'd really like to have an easy inning so he won't tax the Angels bullpen so much. They've worked a lot last 2 because the Angels haven't had a quality start in a while. Ervin gave him a great start in his last outing against the Dodgers. Here's a pop-up. Figgins calls off Mike Napoli, and 1 out. Carlos Lee is gone. Santana had a 1-2-3 third inning, but gave up a run in the first and 2 in the second inning, and then 1 more in the fourth. The Angels scoring. Terry Evans with a home run, a 2-run shot into left field. Santana's thrown more than 22 pitches in 3 of his 4 innings. Mark Loretta, who is 1 for 2 with a double, swings and lifts it foul. Strike 1. And what's interesting, the Astros came in and they were on a hot streak, but this season you can't say that. They're 10th in about every area. They're 10th in batting, 10th in runs scored, 10th in home run, and 10th in stolen bases. And they're almost 10 games back in the National League Central. 9 back with Milwaukee. the start of today's play.
The Angels are catching a hot team that's been able to outscore the Angels. The Angels have been averaging about 6 runs per game. But you know, what's been happening tonight is Santana's made a couple mistakes out over the plate. The home run to Pence was a mistake, and a couple of the hits, but a lot of them have been good pitches. These guys have just been on it.
I know we were talking to Bill Brown, who's the Astros broadcaster, saying this is the best team we've seen in a month, and he goes, we don't know where it's been, because this is the hottest they have been. He has gone 4 1/3, has Santana, allowed 8 hits. And the stuff has been pretty good, but the Astros have been on everything, particularly Hunter Pence, who's driven in 3 of the team's 4 runs. Santana has struck out 3. He has walked just 1.
You see how Angel Hernandez threw that ball out. When the ball hits the ground in front of the catcher, sometimes it'll get a scuff on the ball, and the pitcher is able to make that ball move.
Good pitch there by Santana, and he strikes out Mark Loretta. And again, aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. Get there on silent armor technology with the strength of Kevlar for toughness and a comfortable ride. Crowd of over 40,000 tonight. Game 3 of this series. We've had 40,000 attending all 3 of the interleague series with the Astros. The Angels 10-4 in interleague play, and they have been putting on a show offensively, hitting over 320 and averaging 6.5 runs per game. Houston hasn't really held down the Angels. They've scored 15 runs in their first 2 games, and they've got a home run tonight. Lamb has popped up and grounded out. This guy has 6 consecutive multi-hit games. He was a catcher and a third baseman for Cal State Fullerton when they won the College World Series title in 1995. Went to high school at Bishop Amat. Played a lot of baseball with Michael Young, who's with the Texas Rangers, and they were together at one time. Almost hit him. Santana led the Angels last year with 16 wins. He also led them in starts, not afraid of coming inside, led the team in hit batters with 11. On-time call. Well, he's shown a great variety to Michael Lamb, all the way down to 73, so his separation with his fastball and his breaking ball has been over 20 miles per hour. Got his mind made up. Great pitch by Ervin, and a 1-2-3 5th inning. So he's going to at least reach the 6th, but the Angels trail Houston by 2.
Tonight on the best damn sports show, period. It's a Pistons bad boy reunion with Chuck Daly and Isaiah Thomas, plus 2005 Playmate of the Year, Tiffany Fallon, and special guest host John Cena. Tonight at 11.
This summer, we're making the Mummy Coaster more shocking than ever. Think you can handle it?
Universal Studios Hollywood. Right now, get $12 off general admission plus a second visit free.
I am your idea. Color me. Get me noticed. Make me shout. And stand out. Give me Rico color. That always works. I am your idea. Make me brighter. Make me shine. I am your idea. Get me in there. Make it happen. In flying colors. It's you and me, and here we go. With Rico.
Only the Nissan Titan has a Utilitrack cargo system and the longest crew cab bed in its class. 5 in-bed notch channels, 4 cast metal tie-down cleats. You choose the tie-down points, you choose the angle. Because Nissan thinks when you put something in your bed, it should stay there. The new 2008 full-size Nissan Titan. the Titan of trucks.
A 95-mile-an-hour fastball will reach home plate in 0.4 of a second. Watch every pitch in clear Panasonic motion. Panasonic Plasma for the speed of sports. Panasonic, ideas for life.
We're here at Angel Stadium. The Astros with a 4-2 lead over the Halos. Steve Physiak, Rex Hudler, and Michael Evans, Terry Evans. Father, congratulations. Your son just hit his first Major League home run.
Well, thank you, sir.
I mean, how nervous were you when you're watching your kid? Because he said, the first phone call I made today was calling my dad. He's here. He's going to be at the ballpark today.
No. I mean, you know, what do you think? I mean,
you were concentrating on the camera, getting it in focus, right?
Yeah, I knew I'd get in trouble if I didn't. So, no, we've done that since he was 5 or 6 years old. We've tried to film everything and kind of accustomed to it. Of course, usually his sister, Donna, when we were at the ballpark, she'll film for me, you know.
So you can be nervous.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Well, Mike Napoli's up right now, and he swings and sends it foul. So what was the moment like? Now, Terry is going to be up as Mike right after Mike Napoli. For you, did it help having the camera concentrate?
Probably so. You keep you focused and you know not get caught up in the moment. And of course, he's talked about this a lot. So we were kind of expecting, you know, not the home run, but we were expecting him to be here.
Well, here is your son Terry Evans coming to the plate. And here's a look at what took place back in the second inning. And watch how poised you are. Who should I shoot, my son or where the ball's going?
Well, I knew he'd want to know, you know, where it landed, so you know I had to film that.
Well, tell me about Terry growing up.
He's always been a great kid. We've got. He's got one sibling, Donna, his sister, and they've both played college ball. She played college soccer, and they've just been great kids. And he's worked hard, and so you know, hadn't been any problems whatsoever.
Well, he pops up for the second out of this 5th inning. So, are you upset with us?
Yeah, see, y'all brought bad luck. That's what it was. You know, if I'd have been filming, it'd been good luck.
That's all right. Hey, you're going to see a lot more of this kid. You know, your kid in the future in the big leagues. He's a good-looking player. We're happy we got him in a trade for Weaver.
Well, he's excited to be with the Angels. Of course, the Angels got a loaded squad right now. You know, it's going to be hard to earn a spot. But he was glad to get. You know, he got to come up for a little while and then you know, get back to Salt Lake and keep doing his job.
Michael, thank you so much. And there is Terry Evans. I do have one more question about Terry. He had an average professional start, and then all of a sudden a wonderful year last year. What happened to perhaps relax him?
As you know, people that's followed Terry have read and have listened to him. He has not changed any of his mechanics, any of his swings. He just kind of relaxed, put everything in God's hands, and said, you know, if you want me to make it, I'll make it. If you don't, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And so he just goes out and plays and enjoys the game.
Because he put on a show last year, hitting .309 with 33 home runs, and doing it again this year, hitting .327 with, what was it, 36 extra base hits when he was called up. Well, the Angels were able to acquire him in the Jeff Weaver deal last year, and they were quite happy to get him. Now Rodriguez facing Reggie Willits. Takes it just a bit inside.
So you got the call when he went to the big leagues. Were you there in Dodger Stadium for his first major at-bat?
It was an all-nighter, but I got there about 10 minutes before the game started, so I was there. I'd always said I'd be there, and I made it, but I barely made it.
A 2-2 count with 2 outs. Lamb has it, throws out Reggie, and Michael Evans, thank you very much for coming upstairs to join us. Congratulations to your son.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations, Michael. Way to go, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
That's Michael Evans, Terry Evans' dad. We'll be right back.
Sometimes when you're together, you just can't stand the idea of being apart.
When you get into a Volkswagen, it gets into you.
I have no idea how this happens.
Hi, I'm Bob Hogan of Sterling BMW in Newport Beach. Have you seen the new 07 3 Series hardtop convertible? This incredible BMW combines the fun of pop-top driving with the security and safety of a hardtop. With the lowest lease and finance rates available from BMW Financial Services, there's never been a better time to buy. And we're family owned, committed to treating you like family before, during, and after your BMW purchase. Sterling BMW of Newport Beach, where saving money is a sterling idea.
North side, south side, uptown, downtown, upstate, downpour. On the town, on the run, way off the beaten path. Acceleration, navigation, off-road, on-road, safe, secure, and spacious. 7 passengers, 6 days, 5 suitcases, 400 miles, 3 inches of rain, 2 stops in paradise, 1 extraordinary vehicle.
No matter what the circumstance, you'll always want to take your Land Rover LR3. Designed for the extraordinary. Visit your local Land Rover Center.
Watch Angels live after the game on FSN West.
It's Terry Evans night at the ballpark, and our Marines.com's about Evans. 10 home runs in AAA this year, at 33 in the minors last year, and he was called up with 36 extra base hits. Well, here we go. Astros now batting in the 6th inning, facing Ervin Santana. Santana's thrown 95 pitches. This likely will be his final inning unless he could get the Astros very quickly and quietly. It'll be Luke Scott, Brad Ausmus, and Eric Bruntlett. Despite last night's loss, this is the best start in Angels history. Really, May 9th was the turning point. They had lost the previous 5 of 6. And they have been 28 and 11 since. Starting pitching has been very strong. The offense started picking things up 1 through 9.
Yeah, I like that.
Occasioned by Santana.
I like his changeup fastball combination. That's a real good one there. You can mess up a hitter's timing, especially with that 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
Howie Kendrick. 1 out. Again, the Angels welcome the Pittsburgh Pirates in town on Friday. The Angels have a great fireworks show after the ball game. It'll be Zach Duke against Jared Weaver. Then Saturday, Ian Snell against Kelvin Escobar. And on Sunday, Pittsburgh is not sure who they're going to pitch yet, and neither are the Angels, because they could be pushing back John Lackey. Right now, Lackey is still slated to go, but Mike Scioscia said he may juggle his rotation because of John Lackey's tightness in his right shoulder. John did not throw before the ball game today. Did come out with the team to stretch. It's flared to left field, and Willits will take care of it. 2 quick outs.
Well, Mike Scioscia termed it as normal fatigue before the game.
He was examined by team physician Dr. Louis Yoakum and underwent extensive treatment yesterday. But the Angels, Rex, with off days tomorrow, June 28th and July 2nd, they could skip his turn and maybe push it back to Monday or Tuesday against Kansas City.
Right, without having to make a move.
Right. That's why it's so important to have tomorrow a day off. Now if the Angels can come back, take the lead, they could get maybe Scott Shields for 2 innings and Francisco Rodriguez for 1. Kendrick. Ervin could come back for the 7th inning. He's done a nice job keeping his team in the game against a hot club.
On Wednesday, June 27th.
Get ready to run.
The best is back.
You're sending the wrong guy!
In McLean.
Have you done stuff like that before?
We trust. Live free or die hard. Wednesday, June 27th.
Dave's house for a week with his cousin Alex.
I hope he's cool.
Hi, I'm Alex.
Why, hello, Alex.
You can never have too much good stuff. AM, PM, too much good stuff.
the ability to recognize and react to a threat. This is pre-collision intelligence. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Fields comes back 0-2. Curveball popped in the air.
He makes a terrific catch. What a play!
There's the pop fly behind first base. Throw behind him by Guerrero. Oh, and then he's out. To center field, deep. Back on the ball, Gary Matthews to the wall. He leaps up and makes the catch. All fans in attendance on Saturday, June 23rd will receive an Angels mesh hat. Get your tickets today. Angels baseball. What a game.
Welcome back to the Coors Light 6th inning. Now it's time for the Coors Light Cold Blast.
Ooh, man, was that a cold blast. This cat got it all on tape, and so did we. First big fly of the year. That
major league start.
Yeah, it got back, within one, but then Astros got a couple more runs.
And Wandy Rodriguez has been very sharp. He's retired 10 straight since the home run. And after 5 innings, he's only thrown 68 pitches. 40 have been in the strike zone.
But the only trouble he was in was the first 2 batters of the game. Willits and Figgins, back-to-back singles.
And, of course, the Evans home run, which came in the 2nd. And here is Sean to lead off the 6th. He is 1 for 2 with a single his first time up. 10 hits in his last 14 at-bats.
It's in a groove.
It's hard to believe this was the guy who opened the year at 133. Laces that one foul. He's just been squaring so many pitches up and hitting line drives all over the ballpark. I mean, 5 of the 6 hits on Monday were just line drive shots. And the other one that tied the game was a chopper. And because of his great speed, he was able to beat the throw to first base, and that tied the game at 9. And the Angels would go on to win on Figgins' game winner in the bottom of the 9th inning with 2 outs. Wandy Rodriguez, signed by Houston in 1999. He was known as Endy Cabreja before the 2003 season, but it was revealed he was Wandy Rodriguez. He was 3 years older than previously reported. And now, not 25-year-old Endy Cabreja, but 28-year-old Wandy Rodriguez delivers.
Look at the home plate umpire, Angel Hernandez. He says, "Look, young rookie, don't show me up." Okay, now Osmus is going to call timeout. Okay, go out there. Angel Hernandez got a little worked up. Here we go. Now he's going to follow him out here, and Garner's going to come out there too. He wanted the curveball. He can't argue balls and strikes, and he knows that. Angel's got a short fuse too.
I think Phil's just arguing about going out and arguing with his pitcher.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want him out there.
Because this really isn't necessary, Angel. And now Phil's going to get into it. So, you know what? My guy's got to concentrate. And Rex, you were talking earlier in the game that Rodriguez can be emotional. And Garner wants to make sure that doesn't happen here. And the umpire allowing it.
Well, we saw John Lackey in his start in the first game of this series get a little upset too. And Mark Carlson, who was behind home plate, he said, "Hey, look, I'm not going to take any of that lip from Lackey either." Umpires don't like being shown up. The kid just really, he didn't show anybody up really. He just kind of walked off the mound like it was strike 3, and then he stopped and went back up there. I don't think there was any verbiage or anything said. The kid just body language. Hey, watch what he thought he got it, and I did too. That's a good looking pitch. Curveball right there. Okay, now look, he's just walking off, and he stopped. He didn't say anything. We couldn't see it anyway. Now watch Angel Hernandez. The kid's looking down. He's not even looking at Angel. And Angel's saying, "Hey, look."
That's why I just don't think that's necessary. I just think if you just turn your back and walk away, I mean, as you know, when you get into umpiring or refereeing in basketball or football, you've got to be able to dull your listening a little bit. So
okay.
Mike Sosha comes out and joins the entire crew of Hernandez, Barrett, Carlson, and Young.
Mike's saying that was a trip to the mound. That's what he's saying. He's saying, "Hey, look, your guy, he came out and went on the mound. Now look at Angel Hernandez is saying that's a trip."
And Phil doesn't like it.
Oh yeah.
Saying, "Larry, it was not a trip. I was making a trip to the umpire." not to my pitcher.
Rule book says if you cross that line.
You are correct, sir.
And so Scioscia had a nice argument. He said, Garner's saying, I never said a word to my pitcher. What do you mean that was a visit?
And you know what Phil's doing. He's trying to protect his players. And as you so well said, that Rodriguez does have a history of letting his emotions get the best of his game.
But like I said, though, also, it didn't look like he said anything. He just walked off. He thought he got it. You got to be careful sometimes when you're in there. Like that's like a hitter on a 3-0 pitch, and he thinks it was ball 4, and he starts running down the line, and it was a strike. You know, there's a little things, little body language things that sometimes umpires don't like.
And Garner wanted to make sure that umpire Hernandez did not get into the focus or concentration that Rodriguez has had much of this evening.
Okay, now let's see if all this can change the fortune of Rodriguez. 2-2 count, nobody out. Sometimes little things like that for a young pitcher can get him off kilter.
What if he misses here? Now you've got Figgins on first base, tying run coming up with the 3-4 hitters coming up. And he thought he had strike 3. He challenged Sean Figgins with a fastball on a 3-2 count. Again foul. Figgins trying to take those outside pitches to right field that he did so successfully in Monday's win, and particularly one that was located almost the same spot that he ripped and stayed fair by about 5 feet for a game-winning triple. The next pitch is the 8th from Rodriguez to Sean. Back up the middle, that's a base hit. So a good start for the Angels in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Okay, now it's time to watch the emotional clock on the youngster. Let's see. Now he's not in trouble by any means, but that was a great at-bat by Sean Figgins. He milked a lot of pitches, fouled off the borderlines, and found one he had to come to. And 3-2. Figgy was ready. Short action to the ball. Short, quick hands.
And Figgins 15 for 17, stealing bases this year. What kind of move does Rodriguez have?
He's got an average move to first base, pretty quick home. He's learning how to pay attention to runners.
Figgins goes in the first pitch. Bruntlett's only play is first and gets it there. And the Angels have one down with a man in scoring position in the 6th inning. Now a situation for Phil Garner. Do you walk Vlad Guerrero? That would represent putting the tying run on the bases. And Vlad Guerrero only hitting .220 the last 2 weeks of the season.
No, I say pitch to him here. He's not hot. Take your chances.
Because Gary Matthews is on deck, and he hit .538 against Houston last year.
Big Daddy was hot. Plus they got a lead too. They're up by a couple runs.
Ball 1. Guerrero is popped to right field and grounded out. Always a threat to go deep, and more so now because Guerrero has not hit a home run in the last 17 games. His last home run beat the Baltimore Orioles in the last of the 9th inning. Right-handers really hurt Rodriguez last year. Allowed 17 home runs, 15 to right-handed batters. Popped him up. Jammed him on his hands. Bruntlett. 2 outs. That was a great pitch.
Started him firm away and then came back in with a heater. Jammed it. Kid's having some success.
The Astros do not have the services of Brad Lidge, though, tonight. He was placed on the disabled list. So they have lost their closer. Now Gary Matthews will try and come through and give the Angels their 3rd run.
But Dan Wheeler's been doing a lot of the closing this year anyway, so it's not like they're going to have to search for a closer. Wheeler will be their guy.
Matthews has grounded out twice, once to second, once to short.
He's keeping that curveball down.
Higgins at second base led the inning off with a single, then on a hit and run Cabrera grounded out. Vlad Guerrero just popped up. Again the curveball taken this time by Gary. It's 1-1 count. I asked Gary before the game, do you ever get tired with your great work in center field and playing every day? And he said there are times, but what he does right after the ball game is he puts together a 30 to 35 minute hard workout. He wants to stay strong for the entire season. And he says, I let my body tell me when to take a night off, where sometimes I do shut it down. Just take a shower, talk to the writers, dress and go home.
Yeah, you know, you need to work out to stay strong, stay fresh when you're an everyday player. 3 curveballs in a row to Matthews. And when you have a certain pitch working for you, why change it? He's going to try to put one down in the dirt here.
Another hook. He thought he had strike 3 there. And again, Angel Hernandez comes from behind home plate and stares at Rodriguez. Will Garner saying, come on, let's go. This is unbelievable. Thought it was high.
Well, he's not going to get too many of those anymore.
You got that right. To third base, Lamb drops it. Now he's got Figgins in the rundown. And Sean is tagged out, and the Angels are out in the 6th inning. Well, Rodriguez did a nice job not letting Hernandez upset his concentration.
Introducing the new grilled Mexican bowls from KFC with Mexican-style rice, pinto beans, 100% grilled breast meat chicken, and fresh pico de gallo. Great flavors come together at KFC.
For a limited time, we're offering 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 security deposit. That's right, 0 cash due on delivery on the Volvo XC90, one of the world's most award-winning luxury SUVs. Sign your name and drive away. It's that easy. Our sign and drive sales event is the perfect time to go to a Volvo retailer. We know you'll hear the answers you want.
Lease a 2007 Volvo XC90 for $459 a month for 24 months. 0 due at signing.
This is my great uncle, Holmes Tuttle. He was a pioneer in the automotive business in California. In fact, he built the first new Ford dealership in the nation after World War II. And it was Mr. Tuttle, the founder of our company, who taught me to treat customers like family and to give back to the community. I'm really proud to be part of the Tuttle Click Automotive family, a family that's treated customers like family for over 60 years. Whether you're looking to buy or just looking, when you visit our dealerships, the Tustin Auto Center and the Ervin Auto Center, I promise you'll feel like family.
You gotta have connections to make it in this business. And we've got the best with Cox Business Services. We really connect with their people. They're friendly, nearby, know their stuff. And we connect with their technology, super fast internet and business-grade phone service. We can build on that. They started us off with a great offer too, and that helped a ton. We build things. Cox gives us the right tools.
Watching FSN West.
Astros leading the Angels 4-2, 4-8-0 for Houston, 2-5-0 for the Angels. And here's first pitch slider from Ervin Santana. Santana just threw his 104th pitch. I'll tell you, he has battled the Astros well, keeping the Angels in this game. Houston came in on fire, hitting .350 the last week, almost .360 actually, and scoring 55 runs. And Santana threw several very good pitches, not even in the strike zone, but down and away, and they were reaching out and punching hits to right field, pulling pitches down and into left field. Hunter Pence has been absolutely brilliant. A 3-for-3 show with 3 of the 4 RBIs. And he'll be up next. Biggio, ground ball. Sean Figgins. He hustles all the way and barely is thrown out. Upset that he was not safe in our Panasonic Plasma. For the speed of sports, it's Craig Biggio's 3rd steal of the year. His 413th in his big league career. And Craig Biggio out for the 4th time tonight. He did reach on a fielder's choice and come around to score.
How about those 41-year-old legs?
He's something else. Well, here is Pence. Good, he's up with nobody on. He's been a real pest.
Well, Ervin Santana, as many pitches as he's thrown in one game this season, 115, 2 starts ago in St. Louis. He's got 109 now.
And he's gotten better, Rex. He has retired 8 straight batters. Gave up 1 run in the 1st and 2 in the 2nd and 1 in the 3rd. I think he's got to feel good about his start. Hector Carrasco starting to warm up. Mike Scioscia needed depth from his starting pitcher. He needed them to work deep into the game, and Santana looks like he could give the Angels 7. Up next is Berkman and Lee. A 2-2 count. Hunter Pence, just 24 years old, out of Arlington, Texas. He was the May Rookie of the Month, hitting .343 for the Astros, and leads all Major League rookies in hitting now, batting .354. Hook barely misses outside. 3-2. Would you stay with that slider?
Yeah, I'm not going to give any fastballs. He's hit both of them fastballs hard that he hit.
Slider, punch to center, and the Angels finally get out the mighty Pence. Fans, are you planning for an outing for a group of 25 or more? Take your group out for a night of exciting Angels baseball and save up to 40% off ticket prices on select game dates. Custom theme nights, group cap nights, and other exciting packages are also available. Call 888-796-HALO to speak with a group sales account executive today.
Look at those lanes Barney Lopez, the great groundskeeper, has worked out there in that field. You know why he does that?
You bet.
It's because it keeps that ball straight and it doesn't snake. If it's cross-cut, okay, if you throw in some cross-cuts in there like that, the ball, when it comes off the bat, it goes like this in the outfield.
I think that's your best illustration I've seen, and it could get you the Telestrator of the Month award.
We have the Goodyear blimp tonight. There's the lanes. Okay, that's going to be a true ball that's going to roll to the outfielder. And Tim Salmon's the one who helped Barney with that. He said, hey, man, I have a hard enough time picking up a ball. But when you cross-cut the grass like that, that really makes it snake.
And Dino Ebel, the Angels' third base coach, said a lot of times when a ball is struck firmly and it starts snaking, he goes, we'll be even more aggressive with base runners going from second to home, because a lot of times the outfielders have to catch it flat-footed because they're not sure which direction it's going to snake, to the right or to the left.
First time that I ever saw that when I played the outfield in Dodger Stadium. I came running in and I saw that ball doing that, man, I about locked up. I said, wait a minute, hey, that's not fair. What's up with that? I guess it's by the way the grass is cut.
Up the middle, Berkman is on. Mike Scioscia, he's watching the kid throw 117 pitches. He's going to come out now. He thought he might with Carlos Lee coming up. But an excellent effort by Ervin Santana tonight. He goes 6 2/3, and as hot as Houston was coming in, hitting .360 the last week and averaging over 7 runs per game, he holds them down to 4.
This summer, it's an evil world.
Just give me the key.
One movie will twist reality and keep you on the edge of your seat. This Friday, you will believe in the existence of the other side. 1408 rated PG-13.
When a guy can't get his wahine to put some halakahiki all over his EOPP Iwilea, then he's gotta go someplace else. The Hawaiian Teriyaki Burger with grilled pineapple. New at Carl's Jr.
Introducing the Nissan Altima Hybrid. With 42 miles per gallon and 198 horsepower, it's the only hybrid that drives like a Nissan. Yup, it's that good. Get 0.7% APR financing on every Altima at your Nissan dealer now.
Houston, we are on final approach to the easiest place in the universe to book a room. Touchdown. The Bodad has landed. Motel6.com. We'll leave the light on for you.
This detail of the game is brought to you by Sharp Aquos, the official HD TV of Major League Baseball. And this is an illustration of how well Santana was throwing, but how well Houston was hitting pitches not in the strike zone for singles and doubles.
Yep, you know what? Give these guys some credit, these Houston Astros, man. You can't say Santana was all over the place, and he was on the corners and down. You know what? And Mike Butcher came over and said, hey, look, young man, we appreciate you giving us some innings here tonight.
Yeah, the bullpen had been taxed, and Mike Socia got Santana into the 7th inning, 2 out. Now a man on for Carlos Lee. Our in-and-out burger. Who's in? Hector Carrasco with Santana out. And Hector this year a rather high earned run average. This is a guy who likes to work a lot. Well, he's getting his opportunity this week. He's got a tough task here as Lee is up there, one of the top RBI men in baseball. He's tied with Prince Fielder coming into tonight's play with 59. Milwaukee busted San Francisco 7-5. The Giants are reeling. Seattle shutting out Pittsburgh 6-0, bottom of the 8th. Ground ball short. Cabrera has it. Kendrick covers. They get the force. And we head to the last of the 7th inning. 4-2 Houston.
FSN West presents MLS Star Power. Ex-teammate Ned Grabavoy brings his new crew to town for a Saturday night showdown at the Home Depot Center. Columbus Crew, LA Galaxy, Saturday at 7 on FSN West.
Introducing the 2007 Cadillac CTS Bose Edition, complete with sunroof, Bose sound system, 3.6-liter engine, and wood and leather trim. It's everything you need now to play at full volume.
Purchase or lease a 2007 CTS Bose Edition, and we'll pay for the sunroof and Bose sound system.
This Friday,
the flood is imminent!
who will save us?
Morning.
Cold today, huh?
Go! Go! Awkward!
From the director of Bruce Almighty.
Everybody hang on!
Evan Almighty, rated PG, starts Friday.
The curveball will spin up to 30 times a second and break as much as 17 inches. Watch every pitch in clear Panasonic motion. Panasonic Plasma for the speed of sports. Panasonic, ideas for life.
It's designed to outperform your expectations, your sense of speed, your idea of luxury, and last of all, designed to outperform all your other choices. Presenting the Edmunds.com editor's most wanted sedan for under $45,000. The M. From Infinity. Now lease an Infinity M for $419 a month.
The Angels' new red alternative jerseys have been the talk of town this year. On Tuesday, June 26th, all fans ages 2 through 18 in attendance will receive a new red jersey featuring Angels shortstop Orlando Cabrera. It's the Cabrera mesh jersey giveaway courtesy of Memorial Care and 102.7 KISS FM. Tickets are going fast, so log on to angelsbaseball.com and purchase the tickets while you can. Wandy Rodriguez has been outstanding tonight. His last start, he said, was his best of the year. 1 run allowed in 7 2/3. Now he's starting the last of the 7th. He made 1 mistake, a 3-1 pitch to rookie Terry Evans, and Evans in his first major league start took him deep. So the line is mighty sharp, particularly no walks. Didn't walk a batter in his last outing against Seattle. Rob Quinlan, always tough against lefties, and he chops this one foul. But that curve, as you said, effective when down. It's been tough when it's been down.
Now let's see if he can throw one and not walk off the mound and get Angel Hernandez upset again. Okay, before the games, I like to give a scouting report and see how they do. About halfway or 3/4 through the game, he's using a lot of fastballs, but you know what? This is the one, the curveball. It's effective when deep and down. Good job.
He's gotten a lot of ground ball outs with it tonight, and he gets one here, getting Rob Quinlan.
Okay, he wanted to mix in his changeup. He's done that, but curveball is effective when down, and that's been his key so far. He's done a great job with that, keeping it down, and it's a big bender. Little guy's sneaky quick with his fastball, and he's thrown some changeups.
Howie Kendrick breaks his bat, sends it up the middle, cut off by Bruntlett, and it's thrown by the first baseman, Lance Berkman. So Kendrick is safe at first base. The Angels will have the tying run coming to the plate in Mike Napoli.
Ooh, man, he saw him off big time. Little buzzsaw fastball in the inner half. Bruntlett with a nice try on that play. Just got by Lance Berkman. Because of that net in front of the dugouts, he's going to be saved in air, and no advancement by Howie.
And they give Howie a base hit. Our official scorekeeper tonight, Mel Franks from Cal State Fullerton, their longtime sports information director. Great guy, and he waited a while. He wanted to see the replay on that one. And he gives Howie the base hit, so the Angels still with a man at... Oh, did they just change it? They just changed it to an error. Well, they said base hit at first. We heard that from the public address announcer here in the broadcast booth.
That's an error all the way, man.
I agree. I was just waiting for the announcement. We heard the announcement. They said base hit. And then 10 seconds later, they said change to an error.
Bruntlett got to that ball in plenty of time to get him out. This is the big leagues. Okay, there's an effective four-seam fastball. Okay, he's using both of his fastballs tonight, and there's one of them.
He's had very good command, because when he's wanted that ball up, he's gotten it above the hitting zone.
Be careful with Napoli, though. Napoli's got some pop. He's got a little power. One big long ball gets him right back in this game.
Now that one had a little cut to it, so Mike couldn't get the sweet part of the bat on the baseball, more on the handle, so all he could do was foul it off. A 2-2 count to Mike Napoli. 7 home runs, 27 driven in this year.
Okay, Napoli, he'll strike out a good bit of time, so there's a strike him out, throw him out play if Mike Socia decides to sit Howie Kendrick. Sometimes, though, Socia's aggressive, he's unpredictable. There's that big curve. You know, we've seen a little bit of Angel Hernandez. You see Scott Shields getting loose. Angel Hernandez's temper a little bit fizz. Angel Hernandez was an umpire when I was in A-ball in Tampa, Florida, against the Tampa Tarpons, and we were yelling at him. He's a Cuban, you know, he's got a hot temper, and we were all yelling at him, and he kicked a couple guys out. The trainer passed around some tape, and we all put tape on our mouth. Okay.
I bet that got you tossed too.
Okay, he turns around and looked and ran the entire dugout. Every single guy, he ran us out. Mess with Angel, he's got a short fuse.
I'll tell you, Rodriguez, who has been known to have high emotions, has really been in control. Great focus, great concentration, and also great location. A 3-2 count now to Mike Napoli. Rodriguez has not walked an Angel tonight. Last 2 starts are without a walk.
3-2 hook coming.
They think Kendrick's going to go on 3-2. Is that what talks into it? The fact that he's going over there, that he's going to throw the hook, a pitch that's easy to steal on?
No. I think he's not worried about the base runner as much as he is Napoli. And that's where his focus should be, not on Howie Kendrick. Let him rip off the bag. Kid's got a 2-run lead. Batter can hurt him.
Kendrick does not go, and the pitch misses outside, but maybe just the fact that Howie was getting a lead where it looked like he was going to go. Rodriguez divides his attention, and out comes Phil Garner after the walk. And Rodriguez goes 6 1/3, comes out. He cannot lose it, but we will finally see a new pitcher for Houston. Rodriguez pitching very well with the kid Terry Evans coming in. Phil Garner wants to go to Borkowski.
I get great gas mileage. I get about 30-31 miles to the gallon.
Right now I'm getting on average 53 miles per gallon. You can't get a car better than the Prius.
Gas mileage on this Camry Hybrid, I get 35 to 40 miles per gallon. It's excellent.
What sold me on my Corolla was that it's very good on gas. I can drive it for 2 weeks straight without having to fill it up in between.
9 Toyota models average 30 miles per gallon or more. So see your Toyota dealer.
Gas prices are going way up. I'm glad I got my Camry.
Are those new signs, Coach?
No, rookie. That's a Howard sign. He just bought a new plasma from Howard's. We're getting together later to watch the night game. You want to come over?
Yeah, sure.
Enjoy all the crisp, clear action on a plasma TV from Howard's.
Is that another new sign, Coach?
Yeah. It means you're buying dinner for everyone.
Howard's, official flat-screen TV supplier of the Angels baseball scouting system.
Even a full-size luxury SUV designed to embrace the driver should be a statement in refined amenities, optional seating for 8, and technology for everyone. The new QX56. Exclusively with XM satellite radio with XM nav traffic and a complimentary 3-year subscription for both from Infinity.
Bottom of the 7th inning at the Big A. Houston has a 4-2 lead over the Angels, but the Halos have 2 on with just 1 out. Wandy Rodriguez now out of the game. And our Jack in the Box is all about Terry Evans. His first major league start, and he is the second Angel ever with a home run in his first home at bat. The other, Rick Reichert, way back in 1966. The last Angel with a home run in his very first home game, Vlad Guerrero in 2004. Pretty good company. Reichert was a bonus baby, and Vlad has been an MVP. Dave Borkowski is the new pitcher. He's been tough on right-handers this year. Righty's only hitting .222 off this Astro.
Okay, good chance for Evans here to show so she can hit the righties as well.
Ball 1.
Hey, he's been laying off of those pitches inside. They're borderline. Those are tempting to swing at. Believe me, they look good, but that's a backbreaker. Borkowski, he's going to sink his fastball, slider, and a changeup for his 3 offerings.
Again, he lays off the inside heater. 2 balls and no strikes. They saw what he could do with a 3-1 fastball that was down the middle, and with his dad in the stands filming his every single movement, he has been trying to come through. Hit a 2-run home run in the 2nd. I'm sure he's telling himself, just calm yourself down. Relax. Again, he doesn't bite. That's 3 straight fastballs inside to Terry Evans.
A lot of composure by his kid so far today. Now, he faced Big John against the Dodgers for his first at bat and swung at 3 straight pitches.
Green light here. No. We'll see. He lays off it, and he does. knife it on the outside corner at 90 miles an hour. This was the count, 3-1. Where Rodriguez tried to get a fastball by Terry, and he rode it out to left center field.
That was Jonathan Braxton who he faced at Dodger Stadium.
And he walked it. So a quality at bat to load the bases.
Great at bat. Borkowski and Osmus, I'm sure they were saying, hey, he's a young guy, he wants to swing, he wants to knock in that run. Man, he's going to be swinging at some of these. That shows some really good plate discipline. Scioscia's got to be impressed with that.
Lance Berkman coming in now. The veteran Brad Osmus will come out for a visit with Dave Borkowski. We've got post-game fireworks every single Friday, and this Friday against the Bucks, you can get your tickets. AngelsBaseball.com, and bringing you a Big Bang Friday, Wells Fargo. It's June 22nd this Friday. It'll be Zach Duke against Jared Weaver. The Angels tonight 0 for 5 with men in scoring position. Reggie Willis, 6th in the American League and batting at .337.
We saw a first with Terry Evans. Could it be a first for Willis with a sacks full?
He takes strike one.
There's a ball right down the middle of the plate. First pitch is a pitch that you want to swing at, and the bases are loaded. That pitcher, he wants to get a strike on you so bad. First one's a good one. There it was, split the middle of the dish.
Willis is a singles hitter. That's all they need to tie this game. Tight, almost hit him. And the crowd of better than 40,000 with their chant of Reggie, Reggie. He has become a fan favorite here at the Big A. Again inside. So
for the team. Take one for the team there. Just lean right into that baby.
Kendrick at third. Napoli second. Evans at first.
Last Reggie chant they've heard here was probably when the great Reggie Jackson was here.
Well, he had a lot of great moments. How about this one for this Reggie? Play.
Okay, if Borkowski and Osmus are smart, they'll try to get him a breaking ball, something down low. Those pitches are right over the middle, man. That's just what Willis wants. He just wants to slap that ball out there somewhere, and that's what he does so well. Napoli at second base has got good speed. Well, the outfielders are playing pretty shallow, so there could be a play at the plate. Napoli wants to make sure he gets a good secondary lead. That's the lead after the pitch.
All of a sudden, we've got a 3-2 count. Borkowski's best pitch is his fastball. He fell behind Terry Evans, walked him on a 3-1 count. Now has a 3-2 count on the most patient Angel, Reggie Willis.
Evans, good speed at first base.
Fights it off.
That's that borderline high fastball. Real tough one. It's good to get a piece of that one. Everything firm from Borkowski.
Rodriguez watching. Borkowski replaced him. Outside ball 4. Kendrick will score the Angels' third run.
Okay, there's the air to Bluntlet. Dave Wallace is heading out, but this is what we're talking about, the Angels now with the home field advantage, with the best record in baseball at home. Okay, this crowd now has been energized by the style of play of the Angels over the last several years now. They're selling games out in effect on Mondays and on Fridays every day during the week. This is the home field advantage that's all of a sudden arrived here in those last several years.
Well, it was a ground ball up the middle, struck by Howie Kendrick. And Brundtland, who has defended so well in the game, threw one wide. And Berkman had to come off the bag, and then it clipped off the end of his glove for a Brundtland error. 3 straight walks would follow. 1 to Napoli. They took Rodriguez out of the game. On came Borkowski. He walks Evans to load him, and now Willits drives in his 20th run of the year and a bases-loaded walk. And Sean Figgins, the hero Monday night, steps to the plate in the 7th inning.
Okay, you'd almost rather be facing Vladdy than Sean Figgins right here.
0-1.
First slider he's thrown.
Can you believe that? I completely expected him to go upstairs with a fastball, and that's the respect all of a sudden everybody's had for Sean Figgins, who now has 11 hits in his last 15 at-bats.
Okay, Borkowski wants to get in there with this pitch badly. Figgins can get a good pitch to hit here.
Slider misses in. Back-to-back sliders, a 2-0 count.
Okay, his command's off just a hair. Now he's got to come in there. This kid's getting figgy with it.
He's wearing Sean's shirt. Three and 0.
Now you're taking 2. Well, you had a hard day at work. You want to release? Come to Angel Stadium.
Ball 4, and this game is tied. 4 straight walks by Houston pitchers, 3 by Borkowski, and the Angels can bust it with a hit. Maybe they'll bust it with another Houston walk.
Okay, now even on 4 straight pitches, this Cabrera's got fans from all over the world here. You still,
country Columbia.
You know, you could take a pitch here, or you can gamble and say he's going to come right down the middle with the strike and bust him. So let's say you can do it either way. It's make it throw a strike, take a few pitches, and see if he'll throw one.
Ooh, a slider for strike 1 to Orlando Cabrera.
He's being careful.
He's thrown 17 pitches, and only 5 have been in the strike zone. And Cabrera has a season-long hit streak of 10 games. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Out of play.
There was one out over the dish he missed.
Orlando had a 15-gamer earlier this year, so it's just as long as hit streak this month. An 0-2 count to Orlando Cabrera. Into left field.
He ain't getting it.
Yes, he does, but tagging at third. Evans will score the go-ahead. It's a 5-4 Angel lead.
Well, he got a late jump on it. I thought it was going to fall in there, but Carlos Lee was able to track it down, but still well placed enough for a sacrifice fly. It looked like, you know, his bat was broken. I thought it was going to fall, but hey, they'll take it out right there any way they can get one. Now 2 outs. With Big Daddy up, and Big Daddy's overdue.
The drama on Monday. And big drama right here. Vlad Guerrero up. Anytime you say Vlad Guerrero's got 17 games without a home run, you say overdue. 63 RBIs in just 70 games this year. Hit well! That one is way out of here!
Back him off the plate and throw him high and tight, and he looks at you out on the mound, That's not a good thing. Leave the sleeping dogs lie and don't wake them up because they'll bite you. So he backed him off. Borkowski did, almost clipped him in the elbow. Wandy took a look at him, says, you throw that next one over the plate and see what I do with it.
Number 13 took quite some time. 17-game stretch without a home run. And then Vladdy will give him your autograph. He'll tattoo this baby and send it deep into the night. And the Angels with another big 7th inning comeback.
Introducing the 2007 Cadillac CTS Bose Edition, complete with a Bose sound system, sunroof, leather and wood trim, and a 3.6-liter engine. Keep your ears on the road.
Purchase or lease a 2007 CTS Bose Edition, and we'll pay for the sunroof and Bose sound system.
Hey, baseball fans, FSN West and Southwest Airlines have partnered up to let freedom ding this July, giving you the chance to win a trip to Cooperstown, New York for induction weekend. Register to win online at southwest.com/baseball by July 10th, and you could be the lucky fan that wins round-trip airfare for 4, hotel, rental car, plus induction ceremony, National Baseball Hall of Fame museum tickets. Let freedom ding. Visit southwest.com to download Ding and get fabulous savings. Now that's something to celebrate.
For a limited time, we're offering 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 security deposit. That's right, 0 cash due on delivery on the Volvo XC90, one of the world's most award-winning luxury SUVs. Sign your name and drive away. It's that easy. Our Sign and Drive sales event is the perfect time to go to a Volvo retailer. We know you'll hear the answers you want.
Lease a 2007 Volvo XC90 for $459 a month for 24 months. 0 due at signing.
A big fly by Big Daddy, Vlad Guerrero. The Angels 8, Houston 4. At one time, the Angels were down 4-2 for quite some time. But Vlad Guerrero, this place was rocking. The Big A absolutely going nuts when Guerrero went deep.
It was absolutely shaken. Borkowski backed up Vlad. Vlad didn't care about it, and then he left a big mistake that might just capped the series for the Angels.
If the Angels win it, it will be their 8th straight series win. They have won 11 of their last 12. Mike Scioscia says, I don't care about winning series. I just care about winning every single night. What can we do right here, right now, this pitch, this inning? And this pitch, this inning, Vlad Guerrero goes deep. But the Angels so patient. But the crowd absolutely awesome and helping these Angels. I mean, from the point with Reggie Willits, when they were chanting Reggie, Reggie, all 40,000 plus chanting his name, and he got a bases loaded walk, drove in a run. Another bases loaded walk by Figgins to tie the game. Cabrera's sacrifice fly gave the Angels the lead, and then Vlad Guerrero with a 3-run shot.
And it was loud. Not just the crowd, the swing of that bat that made contact. Woo. And this, I would say the word would be electrified, this crowd was.
Stephen Randolph is the new pitcher. He is a lefty, born in Okinawa, Japan. And a good changeup there, and he strikes out Matthews, but the damage has been done. The Angels came into the 7th down by 2. Now they're up by 4 because of this swing by Vladimir Guerrero.
Angels Live, coming up next on FSN West.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines. The four-way stop. A simple enough concept, yet people struggle with it as if it were complex algebra. You've got the right idea. You've got the right tires, too. Kelly Tires.
Would you recognize the new Lincoln MKX? The experts already have. The Lincoln MKX is one of Ward's 10 best engines. It's also a top safety pick and has best-in-class highway mileage on regular fuel. Compare the Lincoln MKX with the Lexus RX 350 and you'll recognize the advantage too. Now lease the 2007 MKX front-wheel drive for just $385 a month for 39 months. It's time to look at Lincoln again, only at your Southern California Lincoln Mercury dealer.
Global warming fact number 1. If all of us replace 5 lights with CFLs, it's like taking 400,000 cars off the road.
Toyota game reset. We're going to show you some action here. Bases were loaded. Willits again milking a walk. Biggins, he'll take 4 straight and go to first base, and Big Danny unloads. Pilot to Bombardier. Man, was that a loud shot. 3-run Johnson. And that will be an 8-4 lead now. Hand the ball over to Scott Shields and let him take home that series.
Vlad Guerrero, what do you always talk about? Your expression is walks and knocks. That's what that inning was all about. A big knock that was hit over the wall.
A walk, a balk, and a knock. But we had a big fly in between there, but no box.
Mark Loretta facing Scott Shields. Look at those numbers, a 2.11 ERA. And there is a single to right field by leadoff batter Mark Loretta, who's now 16 hits in his last 33 at-bats. Scott Shields coming on. He leads the American League and holds this year with 18. He led the American League with 31 last season. He's got to cool off a very hot team. Houston has out-hit the Angels 10-6. It's not Big Bang Friday yet, is it?
I think it's Wednesday.
We've got 2 more days. Pittsburgh's coming to town on Friday, and we'll have a fireworks show like that outside this stadium. Fans love it. Fireworks show in here. The Angels 8 runs on 6 hits.
That's what those base on balls will do for you.
Lamb trying to continue a 6-game streak. You can see how hot he's been. Shields pushes him off the plate. Angels won Monday 10-9, rallying from a 5-run deficit in the 7th inning. And then Sean Figgins' heroics in the last of the 9th, tripling in Reggie Willits. Astros won last night 9-5. Outside and high.
You know, the Angels are going good in their loss last night. Well, both Seattle and Oakland lost as well, so they didn't gain any ground. And both of those teams, Oakland and Seattle, won their games tonight.
Seattle, it's a final 7-0 their score. Seattle had Jeff Weaver on the hill. That's his first win of the season.
Good for him.
6-game losing streak is over. Oakland won today 5-3. Dan Herron won his 9th ball game. He leads the American League in earned run average. Scott falling behind Mike Lamb. Hit sharply into right field. So the 2 hottest Astros back-to-back singles, Loretta and Lamb. Houston on fire. They had a season high 17 hits last night.
High chopper over the infield.
Don't worry, John McClain will take care of it.
That's a really high chopper.
You are a piece of work.
Hey, I rode the Pine for 9 for a lot of years, and that's how I entertained my boys in that dugout. Whenever you saw a helicopter flying over, you'd say high chopper over the infield.
Yes, you would. There's Luke Scott. Bender misses down low for a ball. Luke Scott tonight singled, scored a run in a 2-run second inning, grounded out in the 3rd and also in the 6th inning, and that's exactly what Shields would like to get with Scott here. He's been held back a little bit because of a hip problem, so his speed is not that good, and if he can get that sinking fastball down, Scott might make 2 outs on 1 pitch. overthrew that one. 2-0.
Okay, Mike Butcher's going to come out and see if they can correct that shoulder. Shoulder's flying open just a hair.
And we'd like to thank Goodyear for these shots. The aerial coverage is brought to you by Goodyear. Get there on silent armor technology with the strength of Kevlar for toughness and a very comfortable ride.
How about the pilot up there, Matthew St. John? Way to go, Matthew. Way to bring it to the Angel fans at home that aren't here. Great shot.
Barely see the blimp. They take off in Carson, California. And here's a swing and a foul back. Angels at 45-27, a 5.5 game lead on Oakland. They need to win this game to push it to 6. Oakland won their game 5-3 over Cincinnati today. The Florida Marlins beat the White Sox 5-4. Toronto humbled the Dodgers 12-1, and Cleveland took Philadelphia 10-6. Center field. Matthews racing back, makes the catch. The runners will return to their respective bases. They had gone halfway.
Look at Matthews showing off his arm. He's got a nice throwing arm. He knew that Loretta wasn't tagging and going, but he said, you know what? I'm going to throw a one-hop dart to Biggie, just so my opponents can see that arm.
I would put him in the top 4 of defensive center fielders in the American League. I mean, Toronto's got a great one in Vernon Wells. Seattle, of course, with Ichiro.
What about Torrey Hunter?
Torrey Hunter with the Minnesota Twins.
Grady Sizemore.
Grady Sizemore.
Some athletes
He's up there. You're right. I tell you, Corey Patterson can go get it for Baltimore.
Got the Greyhounds out there. But to have the whole package, though, with the arm and bat and forth, you don't see too many number 4 batters outside of Torrey Hunter and Gary Matthews in center. Vernon Wells hits 3rd or 4th.
He's a great hitter. But those guys you talked about, arm, jumps, speed.
Speaking of Toronto, Frank Thomas hit his 10th. He's 2 home runs shy of 500 now.
It sharply past Quinlan into right field. And that will load the bases for Houston, and all of a sudden the Astros will bring the tying run to the plate, and Scott Shields laboring here in the 8th inning, and that's unlike Scott. He's upset. All 3 hits to right field.
All right, he pushed his hands inside, kept his hands inside of the zone, and fought this one off to right field. See Scott Shields, that 2-seamer. That's right on the label. Good level swing. Inside out hands, got in that hole. Scott Shields just told Napoli, me and you are working on a ground ball back to me.
Astros have twice as many hits as the Angels, but the Angels have twice as many runs. Bruntlett 2 for 3 in the game. Singles in the 2nd and 4th inning, and a ground out in the 6th as Francisco Rodriguez getting up. Again, the Angels have tomorrow off. They have 3 days off in the next 2 weeks, and that will help not only a starting rotation, but a beleaguered bullpen. He's pitched a lot in the last couple of weeks. There's that good hook. He took a lot off that pitch, from 92 on his fastball all the way to 80 miles an hour. And sometimes I think when he throws the slower breaking ball, it not only works as a curve, as a bend, but also a change of speeds. Sometimes his slider is at 85. Up on sidearm, barely misses outside.
He'll do that occasionally on a right-handed batter. Just missed the corner. Boy, that's a good spot. Angel Hernandez, though, to his credit, he's been consistent. A little bit tight with that zone, but he's consistent.
In there, strike 3 call. 2 outs.
Okay, he went back to it, same spot. Angels said, I'll give it to you once, but I'm not giving it to you twice. That one was a little bit better. It's a game of inches. This one inches back over the dish. There's that two-seamer. Straight downhill. Yeah, didn't even move his glove. He got to go.
Mike Napoli comes out for a visit with Scott Shields because you have one of the top set of men in baseball against one of the best hitters the last 20 years in the major leagues, Craig Biggio. He's 0 for 4 tonight with a run scored. 2,992 hits, all with Houston. He's a lifer with this team, his 20th year. A breaking ball that just barely misses outside ball one.
That is just where you want to put that ball.
I know. And several Astros were swinging at that pitch, but coming from Ervin Santana's arm earlier tonight. Foul. Santana did a heck of a job because he will not win this game, but you have to pat him on the back for keeping the Angels in this game. A hot-hitting Houston team batting over 360 the last week coming in. A 1-1 count. Biggio swings at the hook. It's strike two.
So whatever Mike Butcher told him is working. He's slowing down. He's keeping staying on top. Shoulders going right to the plate. Beautiful execution there. That breaking ball.
Scott does have a complicated delivery, a lot of arms and legs, and sometimes he gets out too quickly. The 1-2. He strikes him out on the curveball. And the Astros leave the bases loaded. Great pitching by Shields. He gets Bruntlett looking. Biggio swinging. And the Angels hold the 4-run lead.
Some rare emotion from Shieldsy.
Ordinary toothbrushes can't stand up to it. Oral-B Triumph. Triumph's onboard computer and floss action brush head help give you cleaner teeth and healthier gums by your next checkup. Oral-B Triumph.
With an exhilarating 258 horsepower VTEC engine, an intelligent performance-minded cockpit, double wishbone suspension, and true surround sound. All you need to do is get in. The TL from Acura.
Take advantage of attractive financing on select Acura models for well-qualified customers.
Hi, I'm Bob Hogan of Sterling BMW in Newport Beach. Have you seen the new 07 3 Series hardtop convertible? This incredible BMW combines the fun of pop-top driving with the security and safety of a hardtop. With the lowest lease and finance rates available from BMW Financial Services, there's never been a better time to buy. And we're family owned, committed to treating you like family before, during, and after your BMW purchase. Sterling BMW of Newport Beach, where saving money is a sterling idea.
Come fall in love with New Orleans all over again.
There's no place else where you have this architecture, history, the sweet sounds of jazz. There you go.
Come back to New Orleans now and enjoy the excitement of the French Quarter, museums, and more.
Come for the food.
Come for the romance.
Come for the art. Come for it all.
There's no place quite like it. Call 1-800-647-NOLA or visit NewOrleansOnline.com now to find great rates.
We rolling, y'all.
Now it's time to take a look at our Corona Timeout, the official sponsor of the Timeout. Halos are on a roll. They've won 7 straight series, and they've won 11 of their last 12 series. Their only loss at Detroit. Here tonight, what a comeback for the Angels, trailing 4-2 as late as the 7th inning. But the Angels put 6 on the board. They were patient at the plate. They walked 4 straight times, then a sacrifice fly, then a 3-run home run by Vlad Guerrero. Steven Randolph, the pitcher, one of only 2 players in the major leagues who was born in Okinawa, and you know the other one. Good friend of yours, center fielder for the Giants.
Well, don't have too many friends, so I know Dave Roberts has got to be one of them.
UCLA Bruin, good man. Here's Rob Quinlan. Quinlan tonight is in there to face the left-hander, Wandy Rodriguez. Rob 0 for 3 in the game, playing first base. Casey Kochman still out. He's that mild concussion. He'll have tomorrow off. And He hits one down to left field, and that's a long run for Carlos Lee, and it's a foul ball, says Larry Young. Hey, Rex, Sammy Sosa hit his 600th home run tonight. Texas beat the Cubs 7-3. How about that? He got it against his old team.
That's a beautiful thing. And congratulations, Sammy. Way to go.
Most career home runs. Aaron was 755. Bond 748. He did not play against Milwaukee tonight. Then Ruth, Mays, and Sammy. Checks his swing on that changeup. That changeup was a good pitch when he came on to replace Borkowski. That was the change that he threw Gary Matthews to strike him out and end the seventh.
That's some good downward action to his breaking ball.
And misses here, so a leadoff walk. The Angels are not the most patient team. They like to swing the bat. They're 11th in the American League in walks, but the last 2 innings they've walked 5 times. It all started in trouble for Houston with Howie Kendrick with 1 out reaching on the error by shortstop Eric Bruntley. And Napoli with a 3-2 count walk. Terry Evans on 3-1 walk to load the bases. Reggie Willits walked to bring a run home. And you know what's interesting? 2 of those guys were rookies, and usually rookies aren't that patient.
That's right.
But Evans and Willits were, and they sparked the comeback. Kendrick up. Now he came into this game on fire. 377 average his last couple of weeks. He has grounded out sharply to shortstop, lined out to the third baseman, and reached on the error and scored a run. Well, this could drop. It will. It's a base hit. Quinlan goes to second. So Howie hits it on the screws 2 times tonight, then reaches on the air, and then flips one into right.
It's not always how hard you throw or you hit it. It's where it lands. There was a little jam shot. Right on the label. But if the label's up and you hit with the grain, chances of you breaking your bat aren't going to be as great. But if the label's facing the pitcher or it's back against the grain, it breaks. Tell you, a high compliment was paid to the Angel organization by a great Hall of Fame broadcaster, Milo Hamilton. Came in here between innings and says, man, the people from the elevator operator, the people that park their car, everybody here has been fantastic. They're courteous. They smile at you. He says it's been a great experience for us to be here.
And he said you can pass that along to Tim Meade, who has been here such a long time and helps put the entire production together down at the media relations level, and Milo could not have been more complimentary. That guy has been in every single ballpark. This one, the Big A, he wanted to be here. His 54th different ballpark he has been in broadcasting. Wow. Randolph's got a pretty good off-speed pitch to go with a fastball that can reach 90 miles an hour. An 0-2 count to Mike Napoli. Napoli started getting hot about the same time the Angels got hot. Seemed like May 9th was the turning point for this team. They had some success in late April, then lost 5 of 6 games, but on May 9th they turned it on, and if they win this game, Rex, it will be their 29th win in the last 40 games, and that's the best record in baseball. 17 and 16 prior, averaging 4 runs per game. They're averaging almost 6 since. Napoli got really hot. He had like a 14-game hit streak. May.
Napoli's need a little bit of time, as he fouled that one off his toe. He's got that shin guard on his left leg there, but he got the toe on it.
Misses that changeup. That's a beauty. 79 miles an hour, just diving away from Mike Napoli, and he is a strikeout victim.
Young Terry Evans in the second inning. First start in the major leagues, and his first at bat went yard. 2-run shot. Welcome to the show. He's looked good all night at the plate. Popped out a high one. He just missed that one. He hit it, popped it up to the shortstop in shallow right or shallow left field, excuse me, and then he walked.
And there's that changeup. It has been outstanding for Steven Randolph. Just called up today when the Astros placed Brad Lidge on the disabled list. So he could be a big part of their pen. Everybody needs a quality lefty, and Randolph has shown that.
Looks good.
Boy, he's throwing that every single time. Meantime, Terry Evans' father was here, his son's first major league start. He has been videotaping his every move, and that camera, it has his big home run back in the second inning. What a moment it was for Terry. A 3-1 pitch. The Angels were down 3-0. Checks a swing. Brett, you saw a lot of lefties. Toughest changeup you saw?
Probably John Tudor in his day. I know Bobby Ojeda had a good one. Frankie Viola had one. Bruce Hurst had a good one. Charlie Lee Brandt. Tom Glavine.
Ground ball short, a 6, a 4, and a 3 double play. And that will end the 8th inning. To the 9th we go. The Angels try to protect an 8-4 lead.
There's nothing like being at the ballpark to take in a baseball game. But if you can't be there, watching it in HD is the next best thing. FSN HD will bring you 50 Angels telecasts this season. The hits, the misses, real time, and extremely slow. The color of baseball all brought to you in beautiful high definition. Angels Baseball on FSN HD. Contact your cable or satellite provider for channel listings.
You've always loved the details, but you've never seen them like this. The full HD 1080p Aquos liquid crystal television from Sharp. Even a full-size luxury SUV designed to embrace the driver should be a statement in refined amenities, optional seating for 8, and technology for everyone. The new QX56. Exclusively with XM satellite radio with XM nav traffic and a complimentary 3-year subscription for both from Infinity.
FSN West presents Angels Baseball, brought to you by Jack in the Box. The new sirloin burger, 100% sirloin. Your choice of cheese and onions, only at Jack in the Box. By Rico Corp. Move your ideas forward with Rico dependability. And by Southern California Ford. Not just miles per gallon, but more fun per gallon. Here at the Big A, the Angels with a roaring comeback. Down one time 3-0, and later at 4-2 as late as the 7th inning. The Angels put 6 runs on the board, and now they have an 8-4 lead with one of the best closers in the game on the hill, Francisco Rodriguez. This is game number 31 for Frankie, a 2.37 earned run average. This is not a save situation, but again, the Angels have tomorrow off, and Frankie needs work. We got the win on Monday, and the Angels' unbelievable comeback. Down 5 as late as the 7th. The Angels tied it. Frankie and Scott Shields kept them close.
Hey, another good characteristic of a good winning ball club is the ability to come from behind, and the Angels, they've shown that, and means they're in every single game. They ever get down, no one's saying, hey, look, you know what, it's too bad we're losing. They're saying, no, we're going to win this one.
Rex, how much did Mondays help? When you're down by 5 and you come back and win, I mean, there has to be moments later in the season where you just go, hey, we did it then, we can do it again.
That's right. That's what that develops.
Hunter Pence, he is 3 for 4, but he's never seen Frankie's slider. He just did. He may see that pitch again. 3 for 4 in the game, a home run, a pair of singles, and now 6 hits in the series. 7, excuse me. Fastball low.
Yeah, Pence has driven a couple home runs out of the yard to the opposite field on some fastballs. Bartolo Colon and Ervin Santana, consecutive nights.
Evans and Guerrero are certainly the stars of the night, but maybe the most important player is the starting pitcher, Ervin Santana, because against a hot club, he kept the Angels in it, and so many times the Astros were pressuring and pressuring, and Santana got better as the night went on and went into the 7th inning. And that was important for Mike Scioscia's club because Lackey only went 4 2/3 on Monday, and Colon gave up 7 in 6 innings yesterday.
Okay, Frankie's saying, you know, after throwing 2 fastballs in a row, this guy's got the head out on both of them. I'm going to have to go back to that slider. This guy's not going easy.
One of the leading candidates for National League Rookie of the Year. Leads all Major League rookies in batting. Now 352. 3-2.
Good, Frankie pulled off on that one a little bit. Pretty impressive showing, though, by the Houston Astros in the first time they've ever been to this ballpark in their history. Interleague play, attendance up. Of course, doesn't matter here. Fans are flocking in at 42 plus every game.
Another hook, trying to check his swing. He went around, and that is strike 3. Angel rang him up. 8th strikeout by Angel pitching tonight.
You're not getting that fastball anymore from Frankie. He's going to throw you that hard. But look, nice pick by Napoli. Catches it out front. Watch how Napoli catches the ball out front. It's fully extended out there and catches it, picks it out of the dirt.
Angels trying to again improve the record to 19 games over 500. If they win this game, they'll be 46-27 and maintain a 7-game lead on Oakland and 7.5 up on Seattle. Looks that changeup on the outside corner, a pretty pitch to Lance Berkman.
Isn't that a beauty?
Yeah.
Like Frankie needed another pitch. Good to see him smiling again. Of course, what am I saying again? He smiles every day. But he's first home run in 17 games.
Another changeup and strike 2 to Berkman. Lance 2 for 4. He now has a 9-game hit streak. I mean, you just saw 2 at low 80s. Now if he throws that 4-seamer about 94, 95, it might be tough to catch up to. But Berkman's a veteran.
He's sitting all over that fastball. 3 changeups in a row.
A lot of guys' fastball is 87.
Jason Jennings' fastball last night for the Astros was 88 at best.
Jason Schmidt at 87 got him on the DL. Frankie's 1-2 pitch, and it catches the outside corner. Strike 3 to Lance Berkman. 9 strikeouts by Angel pitchers tonight.
Here's some Exmo. We're going to show you that. Good hard fastball.
Strike 1 to Carlos Lee. Lee on his 31st birthday, 0 for 3 with a walk. Santana with 5 strikeouts. Scott Shields with 2. Francisco Rodriguez with 2. The Angels second most strikeouts in the American League. They average 7 per game. They pile them up against the Cincinnati Reds in that series, and then later against the Dodgers. Just low. Hector Carrasco would get the win. He came on to get 1 out, got it, and then the Angels scored 6 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning.
That's a beautiful thing.
He's one of the heroes. Lee fouls it back. Now the crowd gets on their feet. This place was absolutely going crazy in the 7th inning when the Angels were down 4-2. And they came up with 6 runs. They were going nuts on bases loaded walks. And then they really went wild when Vladdy hit it out. Figgins. It's over. You can light up the halo because the Angels win tonight. An excellent comeback, 8-4. It was a night started by a rookie and ended with a superstar. Rookie Terry Evans' first major league home run started the Angels offense, and star slugger Vladimir Guerrero's 350 first home run put this game away.
Oh, this crowd was totally into it about the time Big Daddy stepped to the plate. Man, he just electrified him here. That ball was really struck well.
Two huge 7th innings for the Angels. A 5-run 7th on Monday and an incredible comeback that resulted in a tie 10-9 Angel win. And 6-run 7th inning today, helped by 4 walks and Vlad Guerrero's 3-run home run.
I think our great Jose Mota is going to get that young rookie for an interview.
I believe that would be the story, and Jose is walking him over to the microphone right now. But what a night for the Evans family. Dad Michael was here. Son Terry goes deep. Mom's checking in on the internet. And Angels Live starts right now. The Angels at 46-27. Let's go to Jose Mota.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Terry, congratulations, by the way. It was a family affair. Your first hit, a home run, and your dad got it on tape. How about that?
I couldn't have asked for anything better. We got the win on the first night that I played. First hit's a home run. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything any better. It was perfect.
Okay, let's go through your day. You go through your routine of showing up at the ballpark. When did you know that you were playing?
About after I'd been here for about 30 minutes, I'd already hit off the tee and stuff and started working out. And then I walked in there and saw that I was playing right field, hitting ninth. And all of a sudden, a little bit more excitement came upon me right before we were coming out for BP.
Yeah, good at bats throughout the night, but the one with the homer, it seems like you worked yourself into a good hitting count. Take us through that.
Yeah, I think all night I was able to see a lot of pitches instead of going up there and just swinging, and gotten some hitters counts, and I was fortunate enough to get a good pitch to hit right there and fortunate enough to get a hold of it.
Okay, then the other thing is you helped the team also with the walk. In that situation, they're trying to have the rookie spread the zone out. How did you go through that at bat with that walk?
Like I said, tonight I knew that I just wanted to put together some quality at bats up there. I told myself don't try to do too much, even though I was really obviously wanting to contribute as much as possible. But I think hitting the home run early was able to help me relax and calm down, and I was able to put together some pretty good at bats after that.
Enjoy it. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Terry Evans, 30-30 last year in the minor leagues. Billy McDonald, Mark Gubicza, all yours.
Jose, great job. What a night. Angels win again. So that means they've won 8 consecutive series now, and another Gooby come from behind win, showing more resiliency.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is when you have confidence in your ability to be able to come back and hope that your pitching staff keeps you in the ballgame. Ervin Santana kept him in the ballgame. Hector Carrasco kept the game close, able to get a W out of that. But it's the offense responding, taking pitches, working the count. Of course, Terry Evans doing a tremendous job there getting a home run. That ball was covered. Even in the next at bat, he just missed it another home run when he skied a fly ball out. He looks pretty comfortable at the plate.
All right, we got a lot to talk about. Let's break down Evans a little bit more. Where do you like his approach at the plate?
Well, I saw him a number of times, Billy, in spring training. He looked very good, very comfortable. He's got some pop in the bat. He had 10 home runs down there in AAA, so you know he has a good approach at the plate. He's looking for the fastball. He's working the count, feeling comfortable. That's the big thing. You don't want to fall behind and have to swing at breaking balls in the dirt. He kept a good eye up there and got in a fastball count and drove it.
A crazy game and an even crazier 7th inning. 6 runs, one hit. Happened to be over the boards by Vladdy Guerrero, just his 2nd home run in the month of June, although he had been an RBI machine. But we were talking about it. You've been in baseball a long time. You hadn't seen that before.
No.
Half a dozen on 1 hit.
No, I'm looking around. 6 runs. I'm like, oh, how many hits did they have? 1 hit. They had 4 straight walks. I was asking the people, when was the last time that the Angels had walked 4 straight times when it wasn't including an intentional base on balls? So it's doing the little things. This club is resilient right now. They're seeing the ball exceptionally well here in the 7th inning. You get it going. You know, Mike Napoli works the count right there. You're not swinging at pitches out of the strike zone. Evans again, a fastball, decent pitch to swing at. You swing at that, you jam yourself, hit a ground ball. Willis, we talked about it so many times. See so many pitches. Sean Figgins, you know he's seen the ball exceptionally well. Even with his hit streak going, he sits back and waits it. Then Big Daddy Vladdy goes yard. They try to throw a fastball up and in him, then they respond to going deep and loved it. Drove it out of the ballpark for a 3-run job by Vladimir Guerrero. That's an incredible effort by this club to score 6 runs on 1 hit. It was an Ervin involved in there too, but 4 straight walks. Great job.
Now the Angels get a day off, and then Pittsburgh comes in over the weekend. Now starting-wise, we are anticipating Ervin Santana because of his good efforts the last couple of outings. Struggled early, settled down a bit. In fact, once he reached about 100 pitches, that's when he was probably throwing the best he had thrown all night long.
Yeah, he came back, and that's the big thing. You give your team a chance to win ball games. Yeah, he did struggle early. It looked like his command was not quite there, but that was a great point, Billy Mack. He came back there and had better stuff later in the ball game. And that's what Mike Scioscia wants to see, a guy to come back when you don't have your best stuff necessarily, because you saw that fastball up to Hunter Pence. Another breaking ball wasn't a bad pitch. Here are Stromo coming in there to break a ball, not a bad one, down and out of the strike zone, but able to track, Brundtland was able to track that ball and hit that ball the other way. And the pitching staff, though, the starting pitching hasn't been great, but good enough to keep him in the ball against the ERA, though. It's kind of concerning when you see that at 5.48. The bottom line is they're still able to win. The offense has picked them up there because the pitching staff, particularly the starters early in the season, was so dominant for them. They won those games 2-1, 3-2. Now when they're kind of going through a tough spot, the offenses respond. That's why you're a good team. Respond when the pitching staff's not there.
And in case you didn't hear, I didn't hear when Fizz and Hud last talked about it during the course of the game, so they might not have done it in the last few innings. And if you join the game late, John Lackey is going to miss his next start, so that's a little bit of a cause for concern.
No question about it. I mean, John Lackey, just a couple days ago we were talking about possibly starting the All-Star game, but now it's a situation that you just quiet it down. You have some days off, 3 off days here in the next few weeks. Allows Mike Scioscia to be able to move and maneuver that pitching staff around to give him a chance to be a rest. They need him. Oakland is playing good baseball. They're not going to go away. There's no doubt in my mind they're going to stay around. So it's going to come down to the starting pitcher of the Angels to determine if they win this division. They clearly have the better of the pitching staffs the Angels do, but you got to be healthy.
The sun comes up, the sun rises. Oakland has a second half run. It just happens all the time. It's just their nature. Howie Kendrick playing better lately.
Yeah, what he's doing. He joked about it. I'm trying to see fastballs. He doesn't want to fall behind in the count. He sees a fastball. He's not letting it go by him. The breaking ball down, a nasty breaking ball. No one's going to hit it, and he realizes that right now. He's made that adjustment as a youngster. I cannot hit a great breaking ball. No one does. So I want to get myself in fastball counts, predictable fastball counts, and not miss it when I get it.
Howie with Michael Leaves.
Well, guys, Vladimir Guerrero had the big hit, but the rally started because Howie Kendrick got on base. They ruled it an error, Howie, but you did get on base to start that huge 6-run in the 7th.
Yeah, regardless of the play, it's all about hustling and trying to set something up. And right there, I was running down the line, and he happened to make a throw wide. And you just take advantage of your opportunities. Tonight, we had a chance to do that, and the pitcher walked a few guys, and then we rolled from there.
Have you ever seen that, let alone 4 consecutive walks, but then you guys score 6 runs on only 1 hit in that inning?
Baseball is a funny game, so you have to take what you can get from it, because tomorrow and any other day you can go out and that doesn't happen. So we have to take advantage of the opportunities we have and just make the most of everything.
But that inning was sort of indicative of the way you guys have been able to score runs, not necessarily hitting a lot of home runs, but getting guys on, getting guys over, then getting them in.
I think it's a sense of small ball we play. Yeah. I mean, we've always had that aggressive style base running. Tonight we had a lot of walks, but back to everything. We got guys that set the table. Figgins, Willits at the top of the lineup, doing their job. Still stealing bases and whatnot, and it makes for a great chemistry because we got other guys with the base hits, and you don't always have to have the home run to win ball games.
Let me ask you real quickly about Terry Evans. How about his first major league hit being a home run, and his dad was here to see it? That's pretty special.
You know, I had a chance to play with him down in Salt Lake when I was doing rehab, and he's got great makeup. He's a guy that's going to hit for power, and he's got a great swing. So, I mean, I've seen him do it a couple times, and it's great to see him do it at this level and help us win.
All right, Howie, as always, man, good seeing you.
All right, thanks.
All right, Howie Kendrick again got on base in that 7th inning when the Angels came back to score 6 and pull away with the victory, guys.
Thank you. Good stuff, Michael. You know, every single time I see Howie, I just love his composure, and that's what is going to help him have a great, long, successful major league career.
That's why we talked about in the pregame show his batting average creeping up, hitting 377 during his hit streak he's in right now, 12 of 13 games. He does. He's got a good approach up there. He goes up the middle to the other way. When you have that kind of approach, chances are you're not going to have a prolonged slump at any time. Plus, he has the right attitude. He loves the game. He appreciates the game. And he's a student of the game already, too, which is amazing for a young kid.
Gooby, they're chanting your name out here.
No, they're not.
Yes, they were. You're a rock star. You even said it yourself.
Oh, I did.
You said it yourself when you went to the upper deck. You were like Mick Jagger.
No, I did. No, I did.
You love it when I throw you under the bus.
Yes, you do. Appreciate that.
Big gold greyhound running right over you.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break. When we come back after this, much more to come. Goes yard. Hello. Just his 2nd home run the month of June. He's been an RBI machinist contest here. Angels Live is being brought to you by your Southern California Hyundai dealers.
FSN West presents MLS Star Power. Ex-teammate Ned Grabavoy brings his new crew to town for a Saturday night showdown at the Home Depot Center. Columbus Crew, LA Galaxy, Saturday at 7 on FSN West.
Hear that? That's the sound of quality. Built into every new Hyundai Sonata in America's most advanced assembly plant.
Sonata gives you more interior space than Camry or Accord.
Plus, it's backed by America's best warranty. And the fuel-efficient Sonata costs $3,300 less than the Accord. It'll make you want to test drive one. The award-winning Sonata from Hyundai. Hurry to your Hyundai dealer and test drive your new Sonata today.
They've stormed beaches and freed countries. They've raised our flag and our hope. They've been called leathernecks. They've been called devil dogs. But above all, they're called Marines.
Would you recognize the new Lincoln MKX? The experts already have. The Lincoln MKX is one of Ward's 10 best engines. It's also a top safety pick and has best-in-class highway mileage on regular fuel. Compare the Lincoln MKX with the Lexus RX 350 and you'll recognize the advantage too. Now lease the 2007 MKX front-wheel drive for just $385 a month for 39 months. It's time to look at Lincoln again, only at your Southern California Lincoln Mercury dealer.
A shift has been made, and the legendary Nissan Pathfinder is reborn with the most powerful V8 in its class. The Nissan Armada and 9,100 pounds of trailer now go wherever you go. And going to extremes is a whole lot easier with the Nissan Xterra. The shift has been made, and when you think advanced, powerful adventure machines, think Nissan.
The halo shines tonight. 8 runs on just 7 hits for the Angels, 4 runs, 12 hits, and an error for the Astros, as the Angels now will get a well-deserved day off before Pittsburgh comes to town. Back here on the Rocks, Biddy Mac and Gooby. Well, to say the least, the Astros had some issues with Angel Hernandez tonight, and it certainly seems as though Houston had a beef a couple of times.
Well, there was a couple of ones, but you know what it comes down to is Angel, and I've talked to him a number of times, a real good guy, but he's a consistent umpire. He's not a guy who gives you a lot of balls on the corners. So that was a situation where Wandy wanted that pitch. Yeah, that was a pretty close one. It probably broke late in the strikes, and that's why it could have been called a ball. And you know, Angel's not going to take that when a pitcher shows you up. The crazy thing about that is umpires will allow a hitter to say something because they don't feel that everyone's looking at it. But when a pitcher makes a gesture on the mound, he's always going to go out there and make his beef. And, of course, Phil Gardner trying to go out and keep his pitcher in the ball game, make sure he doesn't get thrown out. That's the big issue with Angel. But he was consistent in the strike zone as far as not wavering from a big
is that all
strike
really?
zone.
Is that all really you can ask for? Then just be consistent.
Yeah, I mean, for me, if I'm looking at it, I'm seeing who's umpiring the next day. I see Angel Hernandez. I know he doesn't give pitches off the inside part of the plate. I don't go to that spot because he doesn't give it. He's consistent. That's all you want from an umpire is consistency. He was that tonight. It wasn't a big strike zone, more of on the hitter's side, but he was consistent. That's what you want.
All right, let's bring Fizz and Hud in. They have been hanging out with Dean Benson up there in the booth. How do you survive with Dean standing next to you, Fizz?
I'm not going to answer that question.
I know that. Scott
He's
Shields.
Right next to me.
I know. Scott Shields.
And he has a weapon.
I know, you have to deal with that. How about Shieldsy tonight? Got out of a jam there to keep and preserve that lead late.
Yeah, you go back and look at this month, how many times Scott Shields and Frankie Rodriguez came on 7th, 8th, 9th innings to close out games in St. Louis, in Cincinnati, and this week against the Houston Astros in games 1 and 3. And Scott Shields had the bases loaded, just made tremendous pitches, particularly, Rex, after a visit with pitching coach Mike Butcher.
Well, you know, before that, he wasn't making bad pitches. It's just those Astros were so good with balls off the plate tonight. They were hitting the ball to right field and everything, and Shields, you know, kind of got a little bit careless at a couple times with his pitches, but still he came back through and executed the pitches when he had to. Outside corner with his fastball, nice curveball to Biggio. He had a couple of those that was real nice.
And Rex, do you think Butcher slowed him down? Because when he came out and left back to the dugout, all of a sudden it looked like he took a few miles an hour off of his curveball. His location was much better.
That's why you rely on a great pitching coach. Now, Bud Black was outstanding. Mike Butcher's taken over. He knows all about these Angel pitchers because he grew up the pitching rotation, the pitching coordinator. So the fact is, yeah, I think he did slow him down a little bit. His front shoulder was flying out a little bit. He was leaving the ball up over the plate, but still, this guy has the credentials. He has the stuff to be the outstanding closer, or excuse me, setup man that he is, and he's already shown it.
Hey, Rex, how about the believability? 5-run deficit they came back from on Monday, a 2-run deficit as late as the 7th inning tonight. The believability that they can come back from any deficit.
That's right. What happens is later on in the season, especially in September when the pennant race gets hot, they get down a few runs. They go, hey, fellas, look, we've done it all year long. No problem. Like in 02, they had 37 come from behind wins. It's happening again this year.
All right, let's go back to Bill McDonald and Mark Gubicza.
Thank you so much, Steve Fizziak, and enjoy your day off, gentlemen. We'll see you on Friday when the Angels teed up again with Pittsburgh. After the break, we'll talk about that series upcoming, but you just wanted to have a little ad on Shields.
Yeah, Billy Mike, they made a great point, Rex and Fizz, about the fact that Mike Butcher went out there and told Shields just to slow it down a little bit. When he overthrows the fastball, and he's got a great fastball, the more velocity he has, it's a weird statement to say, the better velocity he has, the less movement he has on the fastball. He could be 94, 95. It looks good, but he's at his best when he's 90 to 92 with great movement, and then he stayed within himself on the curveball, too. So that's what Mike Butcher went out there and said. Good job by Mike going out there and say, Shields, just rely on your stuff. Don't overthrow it because you have incredible movement and control of both those pitches when you have it.
We're going to break. When we come back after this, it's a look ahead to the weekend and the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is what we're doing today. We'll take a break. When we come back, it's back out to the rock pile. How about that 6-run 7th for the Angels? They win it tonight. We'll see you in a minute.
When this song comes on, you immediately feel it. The groove kind of builds from something minimal. It kind of chugs along. It's like a train that's building up steam. And as the energy is just gathering and gathering, you feel like it's going to explode sooner or later. And you just feel like she's not going to take it anymore.
Global warming fact number 2. If we replace old home cooling systems with efficient ones, it's like taking 275,000 cars off the road.
It's designed to outperform your expectations, your sense of speed, your idea of luxury, and last of all, designed to outperform all your other choices. Presenting the Edmunds.com editor's most wanted sedan for under $45,000. The M. From Infinity. Now lease an Infinity M for $419 a month.
What you doing, hon?
I'm just sending a photo of the trophy from the seniors competition.
Forget the photo. Send him the whole video.
You think?
Yeah.
Grandma?
With crazy fast Cox high-speed internet,
it's easy to share all your special memories.
Go, Granny. Go, Granny.
The Range Rover for 2007, designed for the extraordinary. Visit your local Land Rover Center.
You're watching FSN West.
Angels Live is being brought to you by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. And by Jack in the Box. Try the new sirloin burger, 100% sirloin. Your choice of cheese and onions, only at Jack in the Box. And the Hyundai highlight of the night as the Angels win it here at the stadium. The 13th home run of the year of Vladimir Guerrero to cap off that big half a dozen in the 7th.
Well, you see Brad Osmus back there behind the plate. He wanted that fastball away, but Big Daddy Vladdy got that fastball up, middle part of the plate. He knew it right as soon as it hit the bat, and the camera even had a tough time finding how far that ball was hit by the Big Daddy to culminate an incredible 7th inning. We scored 6 runs on 1 hit. The 1 hit being our Hyundai highlight tonight, the home run by Vlad.
The Daddy. All right, let's take a look at the standings right now. Angels continue that lead. We have mentioned that the A's are poised to make that run. They're going to get healthy, and you know they're going to make some noise in the second half. But really the news in the West was Jeff Weaver pitching 8 scoreless innings tonight.
Yeah, that's a couple games in a row for Jeff Weaver, starting to throw the ball much better. And, of course, now we're Texas, though. Great job there by Sammy Sosa.
Actually, that is the story.
Yeah, hit number 600. That's
Against
amazing.
the Cubs. How ironic is that?
That's incredible when you think about it. Yeah. And Sammy, this last year out of baseball, comes back this year and gets number 600. Probably, I would assume now, cements his chance of getting into the Hall of Fame.
So a lot of news tonight around the American League West. Let's look ahead to Friday when it is Jared Weaver's turn to take the mound.
Well, the big thing for Jared is, to me, is pitch to contact, because he's getting the pitch count's been going up so high for him. He's going 5 and 6 innings, he's getting around 90 to 100 pitches. He's got quality stuff. He's got the deception, a tremendous changeup he's developing in there. Zach Duke going against him, on Friday night, one of the better pitches, although his record's not indicating that this year. But it's going to come down to Jared using that changeup. It's been so good. Get the guys out in front, particularly the lefties, and that slider's been better. Fastball went up in the strike zone, can rush it up there 92, 93. You got Escobar, and of course, probably Bartolo Colon will go in there and step in for John Lackey on Sunday, because that would be his normal day because of the off day. So they're not going to miss a whole lot. It allows John Lackey to go back and quiet down that shoulder a little bit.
By the way, a quick shout out before we say goodnight. Believe it or not, with this salad on top of my head, a professional actually cuts it most of the time.
Yeah.
Guy's name is Ron Perez. He owns the Images Salon down in Corona Del Mar. He's recovering from heart surgery, pretty serious stuff, and we just want to wish him all the best. He's a huge sports fan, and he's home getting better.
Good luck.
Convalescent.
Good luck.
All right. What we're going to do, Katzo? What would you like to do? Saunders is going to pitch Friday, we have just heard.
Oh, so they're moving everyone back.
And everybody's going to go back there, so Jared would be Saturday then.
Yeah, they're going to move back. With these off days coming in, which is, the Angels have played so many consecutive games against some really quality opponents, particularly when you look at Houston coming in the way they've been swinging the bat. It's good to be able to quiet down this rotation, give everybody that extra day to get healthier.
All right. Why don't you check everything tomorrow? We have also heard that Weaver's going to be pushed back till next week, maybe not just the next day. So the latest news, as it's breaking here out of the rock pile, Friday, Saunders, Saturday,
Escobar,
and Sunday, TBA.
Well,
you know that lethal
well,
TBA.
Jared has had that back problem too. He saw a chiropractor to try to get the adjustment and get better. It's important when you have these kind of times to get people better off, because the bottom line, you mentioned Oakland's going to be playing well in the end. You need to have your horses ready. It's important for John Lackey to be ready and Jared Weaver to be healthy enough to go out and perform at the end.
By the way, this is all subject to change. If you have any problems, call Gooby. That's it for tonight. We'll be back here on Friday night. Our pregame edition of Angels Live begins at 6:30, and then it's the Pirates and the Angels at 7 o'clock. But for the 8th consecutive series, the Angels come out on top as they take 2 out of 3 from Houston with a huge come-from-behind win as Vladdy puts the capper on it. For everybody, I'm Billy Mack. So long.